Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Sports TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon, makers of the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They are the ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit RayconGlobal.com. That's RayconGlobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Oh, what's up? It's your boy BBO Sports TV, man. We back on another video, man. We gotta have some fun today. So to my brother CDK in here early. We got a lot to talk about. So we got some great news. I didn't get a chance. I was really busy today at work. I didn't get a chance to put a video out on this, which kind of sucks, but shout out to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua recently made some comments, and Anthony says that he's going to come back to the sport of boxing and that, you know, he still has some work to do. Also, he basically was letting everybody know that, you know, he was still very upset about what happened, but he still wants to continue his boxing career. So much love and respect to AJ for doing that, for coming out, letting people know how he feels, letting them know what he wants to do. I think it's a great thing anytime you talk about somebody like that staying in the sport, because the honest to God truth is we need them, especially in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division is just one of those divisions where it's just very, very important, you know, to have name recognition, because the heavyweight champion is the champion. But I do want to do this too. Let me see. Want to correct something that was said yesterday that was incorrect. Roberto Duran is Panamanian. His father is Mexican. But one thing about Roberto Duran, he always has rep for Panama. So we made a mistake, and someone said he fought for Mexico, but he made it clear. He makes it clear that he's Panamanian. And I had some of my Panamanian folks from BVO Nation that wanted me to clear that up. So I'm going to clear that up and say, hey, we made a mistake. We're not always going to say things perfect, but when we do make a mistake, we're going to make sure we do better. But what's going on, Prop? Just think about my man AJ coming back to the game.
I mean, I ain't mad at him. You know, if he got unfinished business and if he feel like that, then let's get it. You know, hopefully he's, you know, mentally, when he does make that comeback, hopefully he's like, you know, mentally there. Because you know that, you know, when you box, bro, you gotta be mentally right. And as long as he's mentally right, then you know he can still fight Fury and Wilder, you know, some people like that. So, you know, I ain't mad at him. Shout out to AJ.
I'm definitely glad to see the champ back. I think the thing with AJ is very simple. To my brother Doug, I think the thing with AJ is pretty simple. I think he's just one of those guys where, at least for me, this accident he went through, it makes you love him even more, because the dude really, really loves the sport. And let me just be real. From the reports are they got $65 million waiting on him. So he definitely will come back for that, for AJ.
I know, but against who?
Against Tyson Fury.
Wow.
Yeah, they said they got upwards of $60 million for him. Suit to my man Bentley in here. He said, y'all see my King. Yeah, King's been on fire. They beat Ohio State. So I see they doing their thing. I hope y'all lose in the championship. I hope y'all lose right in the championship so you can be sick. That's what I hope for.
Crazy.
And I hope y'all lose by a field goal. So
that sounds like hate.
Yeah, I hope y'all lose by a field goal on the last second field goal. I would love to see your face, Benny, when y'all lose. I want y'all to get to the championship. I want y'all to feel like y'all can win. I want y'all to lead most of the game, and then I want them to come back and end it with a last second field goal. That's what I want to see for y'all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But let me ask you this, though. We got my man Coach Bernard here. Coach, let me ask you this. When you hear about AJ coming back, and you know you got Frankie Warren saying he has an upward of $60 million for him, what do you think about it? You think he coming back for the money?
What do people come back for? What do people fight for? What do people work for? What do people live for? What makes the world go round? Money.
Hey, they the reports are AJ has made upward of $275 million, man, and that's American money. So he probably got at least a hundred million, or maybe even 80 million at least in the bank. So I would love to see him come back. I don't know why he would come back, but I like AJ. I think AJ is a real
65
good
million reasons. You just said it.
He just made now I don't want to count his cheese too hard, but I guess before everything, taxes, and I don't know the tax in the UK, but or what his splits are, but they said he made about $90 million. They deposited a check of $90 million in his account. So he got a crazy payday, man. He got a crazy payday. But my thing is this, let me ask you this, Bernard, when you see him making this kind of money at this level, so AJ's just doing this for legacy, huh?
Nah, he doing it for money. Don't never. Everything else is secondary to the money. The first thing they're doing it for is for the money. After that, it's legacy, children, family, my neighborhood, the church, Pastor Jones, all them that come after that. Don't never get that confused.
But the reason I say that, man, is because we seen my man Buster Douglas get, I think he got like $5 or $6 million when he fought Holyfield, and he blew up and got beat dead. So that's why I said that is about legacy, because he stays in incredible shape as well still. So that's what I was wondering. That's why I said that. What do you think?
But he's still young. He's still young. It's not like he's an old man. It's not like he was a guy that we've never seen him out of shape. So that could be a way of life for him. Some guys it's just a way of life. But as far as fighting, this is the only sport that doesn't have play in front of it or behind it. So you don't come to play it. You come to do it.
Yeah. We spoke about this at to death. But shout out to my man Radamez. Radamez actually was at the press conference today. Shout out to Radamez and TD Sports, and he got some good photos. So let me ask you this, Coach, and then salute to my man Puerto Rican Free, the Puerto Rican Princess in the house. Now, what do you guys think about Smith? I think Dalton Smith is going to beat Matias. What would you guys say about that? I think Dalton Smith is going to school him. What would you guys say to that?
I think it has a possibility to be a good fight, but I think Subriel Matias or any guy that has ascended to a world championship level and has done it multiple times, I just can't say they're going to get beat, because they've been somewhere where the average fighter has never been. And they know what it feels like to win. They know what it feels like to go to rounds, but they also know what it feels like to be at the top and then go to the bottom. So I definitely think that it has the capability to be a good fight, but in reality, I think Subriel Matias is still the favorite.
Okay, what you say about that Puerto Rican Free? We got the Puerto Rican Prince in the house. What you say to that?
I think it's a very good chance that Dalton Smith can win. I've watched Dalton Smith fight for a while now, and Dalton Smith is a guy like Sam Notes. A lot of people don't pay attention to him, but he can fight. He can truly fight. And the thing about Matias is Matias has the potential to get outboxed. Matias doesn't have a lot of defense. He tries to intimidate his opponent and wear them down. And if Dalton Smith has a smart game plan, he would sit there and box Matias instead of trying to fight with him. So I think there's a very good chance that Matias can get beat. I'm leaning towards Matias, but I think there's a very good chance that Matias can get beat in this fight.
And what about you? What about you, Richie Rich?
Yeah, for sure. Dalton Smith is a lot of people don't know him. You got to be like us, but he gonna be tough. Matias, to me, I always called him a walking punching bag. He's not that. He's okay. He's cool. Like I like him and all that because he'll fight. But I mean, come on, let's be honest. Now, Dalton Smith, if he like what D Free just told y'all, all he gotta do is box him. Don't try to get in too many firefights with him, and then I think Dalton Smith definitely can win. But I'm gonna lean toward Subriel. I can see him wearing Dalton down and getting to him. I can't see that, but it remains to be seen.
Yeah, I could definitely get with that. I just think that Matias is not the best. And it kind of shows. But let me ask you guys this. Now, this is something that's come across my desk. I want to see what you guys think. So, Joe Joyce is considering retiring after losing to Philip Herkovich. So, let me ask you guys this. A guy like Joe Joyce, would you say he had a good career, or would you say he didn't? Because we did see him beat the life out of Joseph Parker. I mean, Joseph Parker was laying dead on a turnbuckle, man. I thought it reminded me of when they brought Ricky in from Boys in the Hood.
That's crazy.
Would you say with a win like that, is Joe Joyce a Hall of Famer? What would you guys say, even though he was never champion?
Absolutely not.
No, hell no.
Absolutely not. Joe Joyce had an average career. And I say average because there's thousands of men boxers that a lot of people don't know who they are. But he has fought on television. His name has been mentioned among some of the top guys in heavyweight, but he's never been a top level heavyweight. He had an average career, but he's not a Hall of Famer by a long shot.
Dang.
Not even close.
What'd you say about that, Coach? I mean, the nigga beat Joe Joyce. I mean, the man beat dang, I just lost his name. Who Joe Joyce beat?
Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker. Don't that count? Because Joseph Parker beat Deontay Wilder and Zilly Zhang. What would you say about that, Coach?
Joe Joyce was a great boxer. He was a great boxer, and he was a legacy boxer. Because at the end of his career, if you check his net worth, he's worth $5 billion. So he is a legacy boxer to everybody in the Joyce family. Everybody in the Joyce family, he is a legacy boxer because he has made more money than the entire Joyce family put together at one time.
Yeah, he used to sell beer. He used to be like a spirit salesman, and then I guess someone came up to him and said, "Hey, why don't you consider boxing?" And at 32, 30 years old, he started boxing and was able to fight some of the best niggas in the world. I really give him a lot of credit. What would you say about that? For you don't give him credit, even though he used to be a spirit salesman?
No, I give him credit, but you said, do I think he's a Hall of Famer? Not by a long shot. He hasn't accomplished anything that we say most Hall of Famers have. He hasn't accomplished any of that. He hasn't won the big fights. I mean, he won a good fight with Joseph Parker. He won a good fight, but we see him get beat up twice against Big Bang Zhang. Big Bang Zhang was 40 years old. We see him get beat up twice by him. We seen him. He beat Daniel Dubois. He beat Joseph Parker. Those are the two biggest names he beat on his resume. Two biggest names. Everybody else, the other big names on his resume, he lost them.
Yeah, I think that Jared DeSour loss was a hose, but I would say, to me, maybe not the American Hall of Fame. I don't know. He's not a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. What would you say, Skillet? What would you say, right side, about Joe Joyce being a Hall of Famer? Would you say he's a Hall of Famer?
Anytime anybody Hall of Fame and Joe Joyce, somebody don't know what they're talking about. I say this respectfully. Man had a decent career. He had no defense. He is on the way. But at the same time, like Free said, the man ain't beat nobody. His best wins was Daniel Dubois. I mean, the man lost to Derek Chisora, and Derek Chisora done lost to
everybody.
Derek Chisora done lost everybody. I'm just saying. So, hey, we give him credit. I thought he got lucky with the punch he hit Joseph Parker. I mean, Joseph Parker with. That seemed the Joseph Parker he fought respectfully seemed not to be the powerful Joseph Parker that we see in fights today. I don't know how he done just get this power that came out of nowhere, but that's a whole nother story. So nah, man. Anybody who say that this man Joe Joyce, hey, shout out to you, man. Juggernaut, man got a chin on him, but that's just the problem. He trusted that chin a little too much, had no defense. Possibly the slowest fight I've seen in a long time. So
Yeah, he was slow. He was slower than Christmas, man. But it was cool. I don't know about you, Coach, or Dub, or Free, or Prize, but it was cool watching him walk through punches, man. Like this big dude would just people punch him square in the head. He walked through it like he didn't feel nothing. So to my brother GD hanging out with the blacks today. I appreciate you, GD. Let me play GD his thing.
And so let me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
Shout out to my brother GD coming through,
Wow.
man. But speaking of that, one thing that kind of also got me that came across my desk. What do you guys think about Derek Chisora saying that Deontay Wilder is ducking him because he wants to fight Usyk instead of him first? What do you think?
The tour want a payday.
He said he want a payday.
You duck. How can you duck?
You can't
duck
have
Derek
what,
Chisora.
15, 16 losses and say anybody duck.
I mean, Cigarette Robinson got like 12 losses. I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
I mean, people
got
lose.
He got 100 and something fights.
I mean, he got 175 wins, but he got 12 losses, dog. I mean, he got his ass kicked. I'm just saying that's part of boxing.
Sugar Ray Robinson has a 90% winning percentage. There's a 90% winning percentage.
Did you see that Jake LaMotta fight? Jake LaMotta beat the fried chicken out of him.
Once again, he still has a 90% winning percentage. With 12 losses, the man has 100 and something wins. He has a 90% winning percentage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let me ask you this, Coach. If somebody lose 12 times because they got 175 wins, does that wipe it away in your opinion?
When you are caliber of that man, yeah, yes, it does. That man didn't beat Chiller Circuit people. He beat the legends. Yeah, you can't compare that. You can't compare that. And for me, if you look at when he lost those fights, the majority of those came on the part of his career where he shouldn't even fight no more. In his heyday and in his prime, he probably lost 3 fights. So you saying in his prime he lost 3?
Yeah, he lost like 3 or 4, yeah, for sure.
But he also had 178 wins and I think like 90 knockouts. He done knocked out more. He done knocked out more fighters than most great fighters that we know had fights in their whole career.
Combined.
Yeah, but it was different too. But I'm just saying, if you watch the Jake LaMotta fight, you watch the Kid Gallahan fight. Kid Gallahan beat the dog crap out of Cigarette Leonard that night.
One of his losses, he lost to a light heavyweight while he was weighing 152 pounds.
Yeah, but you also got to hold into account, and this maybe because I'm a boxing nerd. He also ran from my dude. What was my man from the Black Murderers Row? Just forgot. Big light skinned nigga. I can't remember his name. But Cigarette Robinson ran from him. But I'm just saying, losses don't define a fighter. That's all I'm saying. Losses don't define a fighter. What do you guys think about the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, saying he's coming back, and he's also saying that he's open to giving Deontay Wilder another beatdown? What do you guys think about that?
I don't want to see it.
It's like Coach said earlier about AJ. He's looking for a payday.
Everybody looking for a payday.
Yeah, I mean, when you retire, usually, I mean, in any form of life, when you retire, the only thing that brings you back to work is getting paid. You have a lot of people saying, man, I'm tired of sitting at home, and he'll go back to work. They're getting paid. They're not going to work for free. They're going to work to get paid. They're tired of sitting at home. Nobody's paying attention to him. They just sitting at home. He's coming back for a payday. He's not coming back to box for free. He's coming back for a payday.
Let me ask you this though, just to kind of piggyback on that, what you said, Free. Tyson Fury came out and said, "I love the fight game. I'll probably end up in a wheelchair drinking from a straw like all the other guys, but this is the life I chose. I love boxing." And his wife and trainer came out and said Tyson Fury is being ridiculous. What do you think about that, Free, and then Coach, and then everybody? I want y'all, what you think about his wife and Sugar Hill and his wife coming out saying he's not going to fight till he's in a wheelchair? Go ahead.
But that's what they don't want him to do. But at the end of the day, that's his choice to be made. if he continues fighting and he ends up leaving in a wheelchair, that's the choice that he made. But I mean, of course, they not gonna want that for him. That's people that love him. That's his family. That's his trainer. They want to see him retire and live his life healthy. But I mean, like Coach said a while back, a lot of times you got to save these fighters from themselves. The fighters is always going to want to fight. Usually, it's going to be somebody else that's going to make that fighter not fight. Whether it's the commission or it's somebody in their family and give them an ultimatum. But the fighters are always going to want to fight. That's the same reason why we keep seeing Floyd having these exhibition fights because they don't know how to give it up. That's the same reason why we see Aaron Rodgers still in the NFL. They don't know how to give it up. The reason why Tom Brady lost his family, he didn't know how to give it up. That's the only thing they know how to do. That's what they
Free you
want
go.
to do.
That was crazy.
Free go.
Free Tom Brady lost his family because he had the wrong jiu-jitsu coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to do with no football.
Hey, I mean,
let me ask you this, Coach. So,
like you keep playing football. You ain't got no time for us. You make time for everything else. Football, everything else you got going on outside. So we walking out the door.
let me ask you this, Coach. Now, you a coach, world-class coach, as on the come-up. What do you think it was out of pocket for Sugar Hill to rebuke everything that Tyson Fury said, saying ain't no way he leaving out in the wheelchair, and basically called him a fool in so many words? What do you think about him and his wife going at Tyson Fury like that?
Well, Tyson Fury's wife can take more than half, so I understand her position. And I don't think it's nobody going in a hurry to wipe a 6'10" man's ass every day because his brain's been beaten. And as for Sugar Hill, he's made his money off. He's made his money off of it. Sugar Hill ain't hurting for no money, and it's an old fighter, so it ain't like he's looking for a big run. So for him, he's telling him the truth. I think so they were both in line.
You can say that to your fighter and tell him that he basically said he was an idiot for saying that. You can say that as a trainer that somebody's an idiot because they said
when the fighter
Did he
washed
actually
up,
use those words? He didn't say idiot.
No, his words was that that's unwise for him to say that he got a family to think about.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
He could have called him an idiot. He washed up. When you washed up, they can call you anything. They ain't losing nothing calling. You ain't losing nothing calling somebody washed up. You was gonna trade.
I'm just saying, how are you the trainer? You gonna tell him he can't say what he want to say? That's all I was saying. I don't even know about that. What about you, Doug? What you think about that, man? Your boy Tyson Fury, man, making it clear. You know, his coach saying he can't talk like that.
Hey man, like Tyson Fury can say what he want to say, and Sugar Hill can say what he want to say. Hell, everybody got an opinion out here. It's only one.
That's a fact.
When it comes down to it, they got to back that opinion up. So, what you want? Supposed to be mad at somebody? I don't give a damn. Say what you gonna say.
Say it with your chest.
And the part that made me laugh, the coach gonna say, "You gonna have to wipe." Nobody want to wipe a 6'10" man's ass.
Be friends.
Yeah, that's facts though. That's a big dude. You know he gonna eat, so he gonna get bigger. He gonna eat, and then you want somebody to roll his big fat ass around. Ain't nobody trying to do that.
You go, man. Hey, but that being said, man, y'all brothers ice cold. Back to the card that we got. Do you guys think this card with Matias and Dalton Smith is going to be something that we want to all watch, or you think it's just going to be an okay card?
I want to watch it, but for $65, man, we might need to go half. They tripping. You know, throwing $65 to watch. Is that real?
Yeah,
that's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Puerto Ricans that's doing that card.
Yeah, it's a Puerto Rican promotion company. They're based out of Puerto Rico. They don't have a network. And so the only way you can see it is by going to payperview.com. That's the only way you can see it.
Okay. I respect that then. Young promoter trying to come up. Damn though.
Well, I'm glad I still Telemundo. I'm glad I still Telemundo.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. Keep Cologne.
I got Telemundo too.
Yeah, me too. I'm watching Telemundo.
I don't even know what Telemundo. I ain't got no Telemundo.
Yeah, I think that's Spanish speaking.
That means you gonna pay. That means you gonna pay $65.
A little over the head for Dub, but it's all good though.
Hey, speaking of that, man, what do you guys think about? We seeing AJ come back. We seeing Deontay Wilder come back from Usyk. So Clevis Kavalauskas said that they're not going to drop any more belts for Usyk. Do you think it's a good move for Usyk saying he's not going to drop no more belts? Do you guys really see him getting back in line to defend all those belts again? What would you guys say to that?
I would say
For the love of money.
I would say there's no reason for him to drop any belts. They haven't called a mandatory. The only way he would have to drop a belt is if they had called a mandatory.
Didn't they strip one of them joints though free?
Yeah, that was the only one that they called a mandatory for. That was the IBF. That was the only one they called a mandatory for. None of the other belts called a mandatory, so there's no need for him to drop
WBO.
Oh, the WBO. Whichever one is the one they called a mandatory for. The rest of them haven't called a mandatory, so there's no need for him to drop a belt. There's no mandatory on the line. So,
yeah.
he's not going to disrespect about it.
But I'm just saying, if you fight Deontay Wilder, who isn't ranked, I think you should let somebody else fight for them belts. But Egan said they're not going to do that.
It's no need to, because he does not have a mandatory. If there was a mandatory coming up, or there was a mandatory call, then yeah, you would have to drop a belt, because if you're not going to fight the mandatory, you need to let that mandatory fight somebody else for that belt, because you had a mandatory call, but he doesn't have a mandatory call, so there's no need to. You asking, that's like taking a belt from a champion and he just won the belt, but they didn't call a mandatory, so because he hasn't fought in 2-3 months, they take the belt from him and say, hey, we want somebody else to fight for this belt because you haven't fought nobody yet. But you ain't calling no mandatory. I ain't gotta fight nobody if I don't choose to.
Right.
Man, in boxing,
Yeah, that's a good point. Go
it
ahead.
sure is sad right now. I'm looking at this now. I'm looking at the heavyweight division. The WBO, top American heavyweight, Jared Anderson, number 5. Richard Torres, number 9. Jermaine Franklin, number 11. The IBF, Richard Torres, number 4. Jared Anderson, number 5. The WBC, Richard Torres, Deontay Wilder, number 13. The WBA, Michael Hunter, number 11. The state of the heavyweight boxing situation is sad. The American, let me say the American heavyweight boxing situation. This is sad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I gotta get better at this. I gotta figure out who that big black nigga's name is for Golden Boy. That dude can fight.
That's crazy.
I don't know if y'all seen him. Big dark skinned dude. He can really box. I just think
You're talking about Joshua Edwards.
Joshua Edwards. Okay, yeah, Joshua Edwards. I mean, we gotta see him maybe fight Michael, because Michael Hunter already lost to Usyk. You know what I mean? So it's not like he'll get a shot. And we seen Michael Hunter. I mean, he beat his last opponent dead. I don't know. I'm hearing Jarrell Miller's gonna come back as well as Andy Ruiz, but you talking about a dude with a surgically prepared hand. There's no telling if he gonna ever be the same. And the same thing with you got Martin Bacoli. He having a lot of weight issues where they say he's up over 375 pounds. So they're having a hard time getting his weight down. Wow. I don't know. Let me ask you this, Coach. When these guys are training, is there such thing as hard for them to get their weight down?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for people to get their weight down. It depends on the smaller guys. It's tougher because they're already fighting at unusual weights. So if they just weigh what an average person weighs, it's hard for them. When it comes to the heavyweight division, it's hard because a lot of these guys refuse to spend that money on training camps. You know, back in the day when you had big fights coming up, them dudes went to Big Bear. They went to different places. Now these dudes be so homesick and they want to watch their woman thinking she got a boyfriend on the side that they won't leave home for camp. And then when they at home, if you look at it, just looking at the averages of society, If you got a guy fight, if you got a guy fight that 160 and he motherfucking is married to an average woman, then his woman is bigger than he is for real. So do you think they not missing no meals in that house? Then if they ain't got athletic kids, they got some fat kids that keep a lot of Cocoa Crisp and Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams around. It's hard to lose weight like that. It's hard to lose weight.
Especially when you get up there in the 30-year-old range. That man belly comes, and it's hard to lose that 5-10 pounds. And these guys, even though they at heavyweight, they still have to cut weight to a certain extent. But I mean, that would be a good fight for Tyson Fury. You want to come back? He's like 300 pounds. Fight Martin McCollum. Martin McCollum 375. Fight. Y'all two big more to get in the ring together.
Yeah, when I seen some pictures from Martin McCollum is big, man. He's big, dude. Like he's that brother's bigger than me. That's a big dude. But to my man Travis Bryan, he said it's Tank fight Manny. Manny, that is what I'm hearing, that possibly can happen. But I think if Tank was to fight Manny, I don't think that'll do very well because I think the fans will revolt against that fight. What do you guys think about that fight with Abdul Wahid versus Manny Pacquiao? What would you guys say about that?
I think that's a money grab and it's a big money fight because Manny still has a whole country behind him and Tank Davis still has a fan base. It don't matter what Tank Davis do, his fans are going to come out to see him. No matter what Manny do, his fans going to come out to see him. It's a money grab. I think the people that like to watch Tank Davis but not so much a Tank Davis fan, they will have something to say. But Tank Davis fans, they're going to watch it. They're going to watch it.
Man, they might hate Tank Davis, but they be the first one buying the damn ticket. They be the first one buying the damn ticket. If you listen to all the medias that hate Tank Davis, they always gotta cover him. They always be ringside. They always watching it on pay-per-view. They ain't gonna stop coming to see that boy. Who they gonna go see? We not gonna be feeling the heat of boxing until Tank, Canelo, Bud, and even Usyk, when those guys retire, man, these podcasts is gonna be trying to get unemployment because they ain't got nothing to talk about. They better hope these young fighters give them enough stuff to talk about because if you take away them 4 guys currently, they don't report on nothing. Oh my bad, I left one person off. And Devin Haney. You lose them guys, what they gonna talk about every day? They still putting clip pieces up with Devin Haney picture on them, and Devin ain't saying nothing. Tank ain't fought in a while.
Yeah.
You never miss your water till your well run dry.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would disagree only because we got Ja Obertai. I mean, when you got Ja Obertai, you got Noel, you got Mudik Gassiev. I don't know if you guys heard about Mudik Gassiev. He's a nice fight. He just beat Pulev to death. I mean, I'm excited about boxing. I don't know. What do you guys think about those guys?
Man, cut it out, man. You just named everybody, including the disease. You said he fought polio. Man, I hope he got better when he fought polio. After fighting polio, I hope he got better.
He fought polio. Hey, I said Pulev. You cold, man. But what do you think about that, Dub? I know you know about Mudik Gassiev, people like that. Do you think those guys are excited about the future or no?
He said you named everything, including the disease.
That was wild. What up, DP?
I don't know, man. I just love the sport, man. So when I see Mudik Gassiev, going there and beat Pulev, even though Pulev was 100 years old, y'all got to see Mudik Gassiev got a lot of power, man. He told Mosley Atume he would beat him in front of his family. I thought that was pretty cool. What do you guys think about something like that? A guy saying he'll beat somebody in front of their family.
Don't every fighter beat somebody in front of their family, don't they? I don't know.
You cold, Chuck. You cold.
Hey, how many of y'all on the panel? I know a couple of my brothers. How many of y'all been to Puerto Rico?
I have.
I have.
I've been to Puerto
And
Rico.
in Puerto Rico, HBO is still HBO, right?
From the last time I was there, yeah, believe it or not, when I had my Airbnb, they definitely had HBO.
Okay, now, how many of y'all been to Jamaica?
I've been to Jamaica.
I've been in Jamaica.
And HBO is HBO in Jamaica.
HBO is
What?
HBO.
Okay, what is HBO in Russia? Because he keep naming people that made statements and we never heard them because they on channels we don't even know exist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, go.
That's
These are
crazy.
world class niggas. You making it. Come on, man. Hold on. Muda Garcia is the WBA champion, man. He the WBA champion, man. You tripping, go.
And other than his mother and his two nephews, who else knows?
Wow.
This is a sick Negro.
You don't know what channel ESPN is in Kazakhstan.
No, I don't know what it is, but you go. But I think with Zuffa boxing coming, I think it's gonna really help the sport, man. Because to be honest with you, man, I'm actually thinking about, at least with us on BBO Sports TV, we might have to start covering basketball or something. Because this boxing, man, it'd be slow, man. Now, because if you a super nerd like me watching it all the time, it's different. But I guess if you say that what you're saying, that is true. A lot of niggas don't know who Muda Garcia is, though. But that could be the case. But let me ask you this though. So you basically said if we didn't have Devin Haney,
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. Real quick. You can't have it both ways, man.
What you mean?
You can't tell me that, man, I'm excited for the sport of boxing. I'm excited where it's going. And then say in the next breath, see, I might have to start covering basketball because basketball's slow around here. You can't tell me
It's
both
slow.
of them.
It's slow in America because I'm telling y'all about Muda Garcia. My man talking about he fighting polio when I said he beat Pulev. You know what I mean? These names don't really ring bells for people. And I gotta remember that.
All right, I'm just saying you can't have it in both breaths, but that's all.
Well, my man,
Man, ain't nobody in Kazakhstan saying, "Hey, I can't wait to defend my belt in Kazakhstan." They talking about they trying to get to Vegas. Come on, cut it out, man.
What see the problem is?
Everybody trying to go out there.
I was just thinking about this, and this is kind of sad. What do you guys think about Tyson Fury cannot get a passport to come to the United States and fight? Will that hurt him? What do you guys think?
He's a dirty guy. That's why he can't come over here.
Yeah, he can't come up here because he was dealing with Kinahan, ain't he?
I'm about
Yeah, he got a lifetime ban.
Until he give up his right hand man, he can't come to the United States. You gotta give him up. So until that happens, he will not be stepping foot in the United States. But
No, if he come here, they're talking about arresting him. Unfortunately, they're talking about arresting the champ if he can't
lock
get.
him up.
Unfortunately,
Lock him up. We don't care. They locked up.
Until he give him up.
Hold on. OJ gotta go. Tyson Fury gotta go. He gotta go. Shout out to
hold on, man. OJ was innocent, man. OJ was innocent, man. I don't know why you keep doing that. His son did all that crazy stuff. He didn't do that.
All I'm saying, if OJ gotta go.
No, but the thing is,
Get your hand out of my pocket!
hey, he wasn't fighting in the United States anyway. So why is it a bit up in arms now that he can't come back to the United States now? He wasn't fighting in the United States prior.
Well, he fought Wilder here. He fought Wilder here.
No, I said prior to him losing his license in the UK. He fought Wilder here because he had already lost his license in the UK. He lost his license in the UK. He came here to fight. He couldn't fight in the UK anymore. So prior to that, he wasn't fighting in the United States. He was fighting in the UK.
I just think no matter what, I think that's kind of unfair to ban the man from the country. That's ridiculous. I mean, they want to say Kinahan did this, that, and the third. What they got to do with Tyson Fury? They didn't ban Bud Crawford from America. I mean, I don't know.
Listen, hold on. So right now, really, the only place
you can't ban a man from his country. Tyson Fury is not from here. That's why he's banned to come back here. You can't ban a man from his own country. Where you want to send him to?
I'm sure you can ban somebody from their country. I'm sure you can.
I mean,
Where if you ban a man from his own country, where you want to send him to? You got to put him on a plane and go. You got to put him on a plane and go somewhere. Where you going to send him?
That's on him. Hey, Guantanamo Bay.
Hey, they banned Shine. He grew up in Brooklyn, but he's from Belize.
No, he was born and raised in Belize. He came to Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
He was born and raised in Belize. He came to Brooklyn. That's why they deported him back to his country.
Yeah, I wish they would deport my brother Mahari. This is in Mahari, right back to wherever he's from. But let me ask you this though, Coach. When you see what's going on with boxing and you see the Zuffa coming, do you guys think this a change? You think it's a change the game? Because I'm hearing that the Zuffa boxing is going to be like the key to getting to the Ring Magazine belt. What do you think about that? We ain't gotta let this allow me into the country.
Man, I look at it like this: anytime one company can say that they have a $13 billion budget over 7 years, there's no way they can fail. There's no way that company can fail when they have that much money as their access. You know, when that much money is available, tell me how they can fail. If you go back to the beginning with PBC, they had a $500 million hedge fund and they ran boxing for about 12 years. And they did not do it with free television. So if you're talking about a man who actually is doing it with the backing of what we call free television, it's not free television. He's doing this with Paramount, who has a parent company being CBS. Then you tell me where's the failure? I think what they're showing you is that they're turning things back to the way things were. Stars were built on free television. If the NFL and the NBA went to a model where you had to pay for the games to see them on TV, then their stars would fall. So what they're doing is making sure that the boxing has a chance to rejuvenate and build itself. I told you there had to be a reckoning. There had to be a reckoning of the world of boxing because you can't give everybody 100 million. From what I'm seeing that they're saying and everything Dana White is saying, we're not trying to reinvent stars who are already here. We're going to let them ride their time out, and we're going to introduce you all to the next wave of 15-year stars. So I think it's great for boxing as a whole.
Hold on 1 second. I'll drop something. The WBA champ is Murat Gassiev. Murat Gassiev beat. Shout out to my man Devils asked the question. Murat Gassiev just beat Pulev for the WBA belt. You saw I got some breaking news. Lewis Crocker versus Liam Paro has been ordered by the IBF. Oh wow, that's gonna be a snooze fest.
Oh,
that's an awful fight.
You're talking about
that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good fight.
Go ahead.
No, I said that's gonna be a good fight. Lewis Crocker versus Julio. That's gonna be Puro. That's gonna be a good fight. That's not gonna be a police fight. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but all the Eddie Hearn's fighters been going to purse bid lately. I don't know what's going on with that. He can send a nigga straight to purse bid now. That's kind of bad if you got a promoter who will send you the purse bid. I would think. What do you think about that, Coach?
Eddie Hearn wants big money fights, and those fights are not big money fights.
Oh, okay, my bad. What were you saying, Doug? My bad. I missed what you said, brother.
No, so okay, you talking about all right. I got you. I see what you're saying. When you talking about the WBA champion,
the regular belt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they got a regular belt. Something happened where they was gonna have Michael Hunter fight for it, and he ended up dropping it, and it went to Pulev, and then Pulev fought.
I don't know why.
Gassiev and lost.
I don't know.
No, Povetkin hasn't fought in some years.
Gassiev, when you said it's not, you saying the brother name? How you say his name?
Murat.
Murat.
I thought it was Murat. I don't know. I'm not
Is
rushing,
it?
bro. I don't
Hell,
know.
I ain't either.
That's how I heard it, so
Hey,
I try to say
okay.
that what I heard.
I thought you.
I thought that was close.
I thought when you said it, I was like, I don't know who. I thought it was one name. I'm like, I don't know who the brother talking about. Respectfully, I'm
My
looking at.
brother
I'm like,
said,
who the fuck is Muda? What you say his name was?
"Hey, my man Billy said we both missed that name, just like y'all missed that kick up." Shout out to Miami doing what they always do. But let me ask you guys this: speaking about the whole thing with Devin Haney, you know, everybody's talking about Devin Haney unifying. Why is no one putting pressure on a guy like Rolly to fight? Because it seems like Rolly don't have no fight, but he really just, you know, he won't fight Devin. What is that about, Doug?
Bro, you know he'll get picked apart. He'll get picked to pieces in the fight with Devin. So, hey, I mean, it is same reason. If you, hey, Joe, watch how it all play out. Watch the champions. You know what I'm saying in the division because now it seems like everybody now that what's the brother name? He just not Crocker. Yeah,
Lewis Crocker.
Now that he just became champion, he should be looking to unify, right?
Yeah, but he's not gonna get that fight because apparently Eddie Hearn put on the table that Devin will have to sign a 3-fight deal to get that fight.
But hey, that right there, once again, it's all type of ways of ducking. And right now, what we seeing, Eddie Hearn, he find his way to duck. Hey, I need this belt. I need this IBF belt. You feel me? So if I can't keep this IBF belt, then get what? I need you to come fight over here for me.
Now they can't make the Devin Haney fight because the IBF mandated him to fight somebody else. Yeah, so
the Pyro fight. True, but Mario Barrios. Who Mario Barrios fighting right now?
He fighting Ryan.
He fighting the Klansman, Ryan Garcia.
When they fighting?
They fight I think next month.
Yeah, I thought some end of February, I believe.
I didn't even see that announced.
Oh, my man, Carl said Americans butcher Eastern European names is gold.
Hey, real quick, Rolly Romero. Is Rolly gonna fight? Is he gonna fight Gearsov? Gearsov will beat the shit out of Rolly.
I don't know. I think Gearsov beat him for sure. I think that's what got ordered, but I think he's gonna drop the belt before he fight him. He can't afford another knockout. I don't know.
But Gearsov a dog.
Yeah. Ryan Garcia, shoot to my man Grandpa. He said it's February 22nd.
Shout out to Uncle Shelton. Uncle Shelton, I heard you've been looking for me.
Yeah, because I'm definitely me and Miss BBO, we're gonna be at the Clarissa Shields fight. Because I'm gonna be honest, man, they got them tickets is way too high to see T.O. fight Shakur, and we all know T.O. gonna watch him, so it's not even worth it. To be honest,
I just thought about it. I don't even. I mean, I put in for my credentials for the fight, but I don't even know if I really want to go like that because it's 3 fight cards that day. You got the Xander Zayas fight card, you got the Boston fight card, and then you got the T.O. and Shakur fight card. All on the same day.
Yeah, but you know, Bagram is fighting Robert Kelly. I don't think that's Josh Kelly. Y'all bad. I don't know why I said Robert Kelly.
Hey, I don't care. It's not a given that Bagram is going to win. I believe he will, but it's not a given that he's going to win. So I mean, I want to see all those fights.
I would say the way I seen him dismantle Tim Tszyu, and I've seen Josh Kelly just get washed so many times. I think that's a showcase fight, man.
I agree. I believe Bagram is going to win, but it's not a given that he's going to win. We don't know what can happen on fight night. Bagram can go on that joint and not be himself and get caught with something or get outboxed. So I'm not saying that it's a 100% guarantee he's going to win. I'm not saying that at all. But I believe it's like a 95% chance that he's going to win.
Yeah, I don't even think UFC was even in the playoffs. So it's kind of crazy to hear my man Grandpa talking crazy. I ain't see UFC nowhere. UFC ain't been in the playoffs. I don't think ever. Have the UFC Trojans been in the playoffs ever?
No,
or
they haven't been in the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs. Not since the playoffs been made. No, they haven't been in the playoffs.
Yeah, so I would just sit quiet then. If your team ain't even touched the playoffs, man. But that
They
being
ain't, hold on,
said,
hold
man,
on, real quick. They ain't did nothing since Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart. What's my boy? What was the big running back name?
Lendell White,
Lindell White. There we go. They ain't did nothing since then.
Mike Smith. Yeah, they had a squad back in the day.
Hey man,
Yeah, they had a
one of my partners.
And they
he
lost
played.
to Texas.
Hey, on my partner Kyle Moore. Look him up, man. From Warner Robins. He played on that. He was a freshman that year at USC. He played defensive end, and yeah, he played against Vince Young them in the national championship. He out there. Hey, they got smoked now. They got their boot smoked. But hey, shout out to Kyle, man. Shout out to Kyle.
You know what though? I think Vince Young had one of the best 1 year runs I've ever seen. The thing that's crazy, I've never seen a dude go to 2 or 3. I think he went to 2 or 3 Pro Bowls and then was out of the league.
Yeah, that was
I'm
wild.
like, dang.
Man,
there must have been more to that story, man.
What's the coach name who was in Tennessee at the time, man?
Jeff Fisher.
Fisher, man.
Yeah.
Fisher. He's such a. If you hear the stories about Fisher, bro, you be like,
yeah, he's a cornball.
He's a control freak. I mean,
he did it when he was with the Rams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Has he won a Super Bowl before, Dub? I can't remember.
Nah, he almost did. He almost did with McNair.
They lost at
Eric McNair. Eric McNair lost to the Rams. Yeah.
I wish Eric McNair could have got that.
And those was inches away, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
He got tackled on the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
And that was the
Dyson.
same year they threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage with Frank Watch. Not Watchett. What's his name? Frank Watchett.
What they call that play?
I don't know what that play was.
The greatest play. No, that ain't the greatest play on. What's it called? It's a name for it.
I will say this, man.
Crazy.
Eric McNair got to be the biggest simp of all time, bro. When I heard about his untimely passing, I said, Jesus.
I would give that to Zion.
Zion. Man, Zion is doing what young brothers do, man. He just
tricking off on OnlyFans girls. It's not what they do.
He's a cornball, man. You gotta.
The Music City Miracle. That's it. The Music City Miracle.
Music City Miracle. Yeah, I think y'all missing a lot of these younger guys are not living a real life. Like the LeBron James way of playing basketball or the Kobe Bryant way of playing, it sucks. I want to play like Carmelo or play like Iverson, where you play, or MJ, where you play, but you still live a real life. These dudes don't be living no real life, and you seen that Zion Williamson and got his weight together. He doing everything he's supposed to do. But cats want to roast him about his choice in women. He not the first one to date hood rats. He won't be the last one.
But nobody likes caught like him. He keep getting caught.
He's not the only one that get caught. He's not the only one.
Anthony Edwards right now, and let's just be honest, they all do. Jalen Green, man, you name it. You name a rich young dude.
Jason Tatum,
and you can find
that chick that's like twice his age almost.
You can find an old fine chick that old video vixen that can put that charm on his head. Hey, it is what it is. It's the name of the game for some of them. Respect.
Yeah, but man, Zion is sloppy with his, and he like them fake looking. I don't know what.
Hey, what my man Jody say on Baby Boy? So, you know what I mean? That's what he like. That's what he like, bro. I mean, you can't get mad at what that man like. That's what he like.
Everybody
he like the girls
to
that look.
opinion.
He like the girls that's busted up. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, all I say is this, man. I think y'all really got to give Zion a break. The nigga done lost the weight. He playing great. I think this is the most games he played since the second or third season. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He's not the first one to date the hood rat of the week, and he won't be the last. I'm sure you dated some hood rats. I mean, I get you never made a mistake in your life. I keep forgetting, like a lot of people never made a mistake. You're probably one of those people who's never made a mistake in your life. So I get it, man.
No, I
think he looks pretty happy to me.
Shout out to all the hood rats.
He looks happy to me.
He said, shout out to the hood rats.
The problem with Zion is he's not dedicated to the sport. He likes to go out and have fun. You have to, I mean, for his size, you have to be dedicated to the sport because he can put on weight real fast. And with a guy that has his athleticism, weight is going to be a major problem. It's going to be the downfall of his career. We've seen that happen to a lot of guys that had that athleticism, but they couldn't keep the weight off, and it ended up being the downfall of their career. So, in order for Zion to
have you seen him lately?
no. I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying that's what his issue is him putting on weight. He has to stay dedicated to the sport because if not, and if he let himself go and relax, he's going to put on 30, 40 pounds.
He got to get out of New Orleans free while that good food is.
Let me read this real quick to you.
Let me ask this question.
23 games, 22 points, 56% from the field, averaging 6 rebounds, 3 assists, almost a half a block. I mean, the dude, I don't know what his rebound numbers is so light, but he 264 pounds right now. I mean, I gotta get a nigga his credit. I mean,
wait a minute, real quick.
The man, like what, 6'6", and he's 264 pounds.
264 pounds.
Yeah, so he's bigger than LeBron, and LeBron is bigger than him.
And LeBron punished him the other day.
LeBron like 6'10" though. I mean,
that's the point that I'm making. He's bigger than LeBron, and LeBron is taller than him. That's the weight that LeBron is at, and he's bigger than LeBron. And that's what I'm saying. He needs to be more dedicated to the sport because him at 6'6", he shouldn't be 250 something pounds. He's more like he needs to be somewhere around 220, 230. That's where he needs to be at. Because, like I said, one off season, this man can be 300 pounds easy. One off season.
Yeah. It's weird. It's funny you say that, Free, because he kind of looks skinny now when you see him. What do you think, Doug? Have you been watching him? He look kind of skinny now.
Yeah, he done slimmed down. You know what's so crazy? Imagine this.
What's that? Mm-hmm.
And just think about it. Think about the explosiveness of Zion, right? And right now, in shape, in decent shape, he's walking around. What you said, 265?
Yeah, we'll say 265. Yep.
The man was walking around 2 years ago, damn near 300 pounds.
330. Yeah.
Imagine Zion Williams boxing.
Oh
He
yeah.
get knocked out in the first round.
No, if he came up as a boxer,
if Zion came up as a boxer,
that sounds crazy.
He would make more money.
How would you know? Y'all wouldn't know what he is. Y'all just guessing.
No, hold on. Just do what I'm saying.
The way he put on weight and stuff like that, if he came up as a boxer, he'd be Martin McCauley right now.
Yep. That's perfect, Free.
Yeah, he got two daughters and a son, so two little princesses and a little king. So he doing his thing. I mean, I think we gotta. I don't know, man. The man lost the weight. If he like adult stars, that's what he likes, man.
I like him too.
This what I'll say.
I loved him.
I think a lot of guys will understand. Some of these guys are like dweebs, man. They really don't grow out. They don't really date. These dweebs don't know how to talk to a girl.
Hey, dweeb. I hadn't heard the word dweeb in so long.
I mean, it's like you talking about a dude that would probably get a swirly, back in the day. I would give Zion a swirly. I mean,
that's crazy.
I don't know how, I don't know, man. These dudes would give like wedgies to back in the day, like, and dare him to do something.
He probably too big for it, bro. Like, he too big. We all know, like the guy. He really I had a couple of them on the team with you. They ain't the most popular guy, but still, Chris Patterson, the man. Once again, the man couldn't play basketball to save his life. Wore a size 18 shoe and couldn't make a layup. But I mean, I couldn't pick on him because hell, it ain't no. I ain't
Put my brother Blue Da Vinci in the house.
I just need Zion to be more dedicated to the sport. If he becomes more dedicated to the sport, I think Zion's going to have a great career.
He's showing the dedication, Free.
Yeah, Yeah,
He
so I
called
think
him a cake eater. I
I,
mean,
I don't care nothing about who he talked to or none of that. That ain't no concern of mine.
Hey,
I don't care who he talked to.
Champ Ross. Hey, I love. Hey,
He can talk to
Mighty Ducks was
an
one of my
Asian woman
favorite movies
and,
too. Champ Ross,
three
Mighty Ducks.
Mexican women for all I care. That's no concern of mine.
I mean, if you, I don't know, y'all a little different than me. It's just like when I used to watch Ninja Turtles, man. It's like a shred head type of dude. Like, what you gonna do? I mean, one minute he look like Bebop, and then next thing he's in shape. So as long as he's not like Bebop from Ninja Turtles, I'm okay with it. I mean, dude, some guys like nasty women, dude. I don't know. That's not my taste, but I've seen it. I've seen it, and you guys seen it. So I mean, we just gotta
I'm
be
one of them
honest.
guys. I like them nasty.
I don't. Who cares what his? I don't really care about his choice of.
No, I'm saying that's what they kind of get anymore. I mean, like he a dweeb, man. Like what you want? That's a dude you would play hot hands with his face. Like it's not no dude who like. I mean, I don't know. Y'all gotta get a brother a break. Suit the vacate. We gotta get a brother a break. I'm not saying nobody on the panel. I'm saying in general. Like they be talking about this dude so bad.
I hear what you're saying. And that's what I was gonna say. Everybody got a different flavor. Everybody has a different flavor. Some people might have the same flavor as you, but a lot of people gonna have different flavors. Some people might like butter pecan. Some people might like vanilla. Some people might like chocolate. But it doesn't mean that what they like is bad. That's what they like. Why is it?
You like them big sloppy, fake lips, fake butt, fake. I hate that.
You like? Why does it bother you?
Hey, free. When I get a bag of Skittles, man, I eat all the Skittles in there. I don't discriminate on the Skittles, man. What you mean?
No,
I like the orange ones, man. Orange and lime. I don't like the red ones.
No, it's just. I'm
Never heard somebody say they don't like the red Skittle.
No, it's just. I just don't understand why it's a problem if the man like a big girl. Oh wait, he likes a big girl.
It's not about the girl size.
Why are you mad about that?
I ain't mad.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying.
I mean, because they tired of him, because he's not focusing on basketball, but he's focused on OnlyFans models.
I got $40.
I'm good.
All right.
He be renting out condos for him. He go overboard.
Hold on. Let's have a real conversation, man. And I'm gonna say this: if you got your $40, what are we talking about? The man clearly got his $40, man. So what are y'all talking about? I mean, we got to be honest here, man. The girls he date, they're not my taste, but somebody like them. I mean, I don't get the whole. I don't get this whole enticement, this whole obsession with women who've been beat to death. I don't get that. I'm not a fan of that. But that's how a lot of cats get down. I mean, they like them, man. They like it when a girl open her legs and it stinks. Some dudes like that. I don't know. That's not me. So I mean, they gotta give Zion a break because he's not the first one to like dirty girl. They even had a song called "Dirty Girls." Y'all watch Robin Big, "Dirty Girl." She's a dirty girl. Everybody, some dudes like dirty girls, man. Hey, man. If Zion want to date them girls who don't wash the bottom of their feet, that's on him, man. Let him enjoy himself. It's just that simple, bro. Let him enjoy himself.
I ain't mad at him. I do the same thing.
Hold on, not a dirty foot.
I like dirty girls.
Man.
Shout out to all the dirty girls.
It's a dirty feet.
The girl that don't wash the bottom of her, we all done seen that girl that's pretty, but she don't wash the bottom of her feet, so you're not gonna talk to her.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna go home, clean her up, get her in the shower, and
dirty feet.
Hey, man, shout out to Pride.
I'm just joking.
I think the only people that's upset about that is people that like the same type of people. Because that's the only reason why I can see you upset. If you're single and you see him with a female, you say, "Oh, why is he with that? He could be with so much better." Then you must be mad because you like that and you want him to let her go so you can go get her.
So let me ask you this, B3. Now B3, he's not young, he's not super young, but he's just a little younger than me and Doug. So let me ask you this, B3. I'm sure you done met plenty of dirty girls, pretty girls with dirty feet that smoke Black and Miles. Do you get mad at a guy like Zion for dating those kind of women, or you just say, let him do his thing? He doing what he's supposed to do. What would you say to that, B3?
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't be dating shorties like that. I mean, especially in the tax bracket. We talking about Zion Williamson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely need to be doing a better job
Shout out to my
get
brother, man.
keeping. Salute to my brother Dub. What's good, Dub? Free prize, everybody in the building. Yeah, Zion. Once improve your life and make your circumstances better, you should be around people that's kind of conducive to that lifestyle, right? That's going to build with you and be, essentially helpers or supporters in your growth and development. So you shouldn't be kind of dealing with people that's not trying to progress in life or that's not building
Recording
with you.
you,
Yeah.
all that goofy stuff.
Yeah, that and the immaturity, it comes down to a mentality, right? It's not all
Right.
about how much money you got. It's more so about what your spirit is. Are you a child of God? Are you doing things unto God? So the people really have to be cognizant of who you're dealing with because these people will get you unalived.
But you
And
have to understand,
if
BB,
you're dealing with the wrong people.
well, you have to understand though the reason Zion, and you have to, if we just take a step back and look at his life, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man was groomed to be an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been kind of in a bubble, kind of bubble wrapped, and so now he
Honey Butter.
He started to get money. What's the first thing he gonna do? And he outside that bubble wrap, he kind of can live freely now. What he gonna do? He gonna act the fool, and who he gonna act the fool with? If he got that opportunity, the same folks he was watching on the computer screen back in the day. Oh yeah.
Champ Ross
I
always
didn't
got to
dream.
keep that Old Spice handy.
I didn't
Old
dream.
Spice is
Hold on,
crazy.
hold on. He telling me I didn't dream about this. I was dreaming about this when they wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do. Now I get a chance to do it. Doing it. That's what's going on.
He don't got
I
no
mean,
control.
But yeah, you gotta look at what happened to Uncle Shay Shay. See
Yep.
a lot
no,
of
that's different. That's
times.
different.
Yeah,
That's
no,
different.
no, it's
Well,
not
no, it's the
different. It's
same
not
thing.
different.
It's the
No,
When you
same
no,
think,
thing.
that's
Yes, it
hold
at
on,
is.
hold
his
on.
age, he
When
should
you
have been
think,
married by now. At
listen,
his
and
age, he should have been
Man,
married by
I ain't
now.
trying to hear
Zion better make sure he can hold on to his money because all these shorties is looking for is to get some of that bread. They
that.
can get
Yeah,
D from wherever. They want
for
that
sure.
money. They want
Yep.
that bread. So he got to be careful.
Let me say this, man. Y'all definitely, man, subscribe to my man Honey Butter, aka
Who?
Clarence, man. Honey Butter. Every time when I seen my man Clarence, he had honey butter on his hands. Man, I couldn't even shake the man's
That's
hand.
crazy.
But shout out to Vacay Bay, aka Ricky Lakes. Y'all definitely subscribe to them. Definitely all my brothers
What
up
up,
here
Vay?
subscribe. I gotta do a better job of saying that. But I mean, I'll
They
put it like
salute. And hold
this.
on, man. Listen, bless the show, man. This is the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Hit the cash, hit the super thanks, hit the man. Listen, send a question in a super chat. Let's build, man.
Yeah, that's what we're here to work together, man. But I'll say this: the thing that's so funny about it all is I just see so many dweebs on the internet like get so much like enjoyment out of watching Zion go through stuff. It's like you be on the internet all day writing like a yamp. So what does it matter what Zion do? I think Zion's a cornball. I've met corny niggas like him my whole life. Most dudes that play sports that's that good are going to be corny. Like I said, the last real dude you're going to ever see play basketball was Carmelo Anthony. And that's it. You're never going to see a regular dude make it to the league no more because now all the suburban kids are playing. I mean, so just call it what it is, man. Zion is a big black goofy nigga who happy that some girls calling him handsome. I mean, the nigga had a big Z in his head. He looked corny from the gate. What you talking about? He looks like a cornball from the gate. I don't look like no dude that's about to grab no yamps. If he couldn't play basketball, he'd be what them dudes called. My man Bosco is one of them dudes. Inner cell dudes. Them dudes that's not telling them by choice. That would be Zion. I mean, let's keep it real. The nigga got no whip whack to him. It is what it is, man. But he can dunk the basketball and he's in shape. I'll take it. So get a brother a break, man, and as long as he got his $40, man, that's all that
Listen,
matters.
let me say this real quick,
Go
BVO.
ahead.
The reason why he can't get a break or a pass is
Mm-hmm.
because the youth are watching. And people have to stand up and we have to tell the young people what's right and what's wrong. Because if you don't have people speaking out, they'll feel like what Zion is doing is okay. And a lot of these young guys, they do. They feel like, well, it ain't tricking if you got it, right? So they're gonna give out all their money. And then when they get into their 30s, into their 40s, and they gotta go back to work because they didn't spend all their money on tricking, on shorties. So now we gotta let the youth know: save your money, invest your money, watch who you sleeping with, where you sleeping, so that you can kind of live a successful life. You can make it to prize age, you can make it to freeze age, you can have a good family and build and have a full life. So that's what we gotta preach to the youth, man. They need us.
I agree
I
with
get. Go
everything
ahead.
y'all saying. I agree with everything y'all saying. But we only looking at what's being publicized. We don't know what this man is doing on the other side of that camera. We don't know if he's taking care of his money. We don't know if he's being responsible. We
Be
don't
free. The
know.
girl posted a thing of of Zion sending her $2,600.
Okay, so what? We only know
But
what's
you just
being.
said we don't know, but we do
No,
know.
like I said, we only know what's being publicized. We don't know what else he is doing. So that's the only thing that you go off of a female saying he sent her $2,600. So what?
He's a known OnlyFan model.
So
I
what?
mean, if it was more than 40, he was
Sure, you
tripping.
spent
But I'll
money
say
on ladies
this.
before. I'm
I
quite sure you
mean,
spent
Hey,
money on
hold
ladies
on, hold
before.
on. Hey, hold on, BVO.
I
You got to
never
give
give
him
a
the drop.
birdie no
Wait
2,600
a minute. Wait a BVO.
for no
BVO.
cheeks.
What you said, BVO? If it was more than what?
if it was more than $40, it was too much.
Yeah, hey,
Simple.
man. Zion need the drop.
And so let me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
What's the wrong drop, man? I got
But
$40, man.
what I'm saying is, we don't know what else.
I got $40. All right.
That's
We don't.
Zion. Hey,
We don't
that's
know.
Zion
We
right there.
don't know what
I got
else he's doing with
$40.
his money. I mean, we see Floyd spend money crazy. We see him spend money crazy. We
Man,
see a lot of. We see a lot
then
of.
we see Floyd spend all that money on that chick, Miss Jackson, and then she was with Nelly all those years, never got married. I mean, come on, dude. It's like we gotta. As mom used to say this, man. Stop this. Stop this. What you
Hold
saying
on,
with
real quick.
Zion is normal.
A lot of celebrities that
Just
spend money
addressing.
crazy. But like I said, that's only one part of what we're seeing. We don't know what else these people are doing with their money. I mean, he could be very well investing his money right. That's the money that he likes to spend on women.
Well,
He might
Mariah Mills got a
that
condo
might
out of
be
the
his
deal.
that might be his spending money. That he goes out and spend money every so often, and that's what he does with his money when he goes spend it.
Hey, listen.
He got a
If
lot
that's
of
the
money.
case, Prize, what did Jody say? So I gotta get that drop. So
Hey,
I
man.
mean,
I told y'all a long time ago, man. It ain't tricking if you got it. And get what? With some of them contracts
Why would you listen to him? Look at his biddy.
Well, wait a minute. I'm just telling you how they look at this stuff, man. Wait a
What
minute.
you listen to him for?
Hold on.
she looked mangled though.
Look at the point that I'm trying to make, though. You forgetting the point. You missing the point that I'm trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they look at it. It ain't tricking if I got it. So now when we look at it, I'm not sending you $2,600 for nothing. For who am I? Who are you? But at the same time,
Mariah Mills. What you mean?
But that's how he's looking at it. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, listen,
Hey.
it sound good until you 56 years old and you gotta go try to steal back your memorabilia from your playing days.
Hey,
What my man OJ say,
we
y'all
done
got all
seen
my
it happen
ish
to
up
the
in here.
best. We done seen it happen
OJ
to
say,
the
y'all got
best.
all my ish in here. Hey, you know what I'm gonna say though, man? Become a channel member, man. You know, we rock every day, man. We one of those rare black shows you got on YouTube. Man, support, man. Let's put some color in the chat, man. Let's do this. Hit the like button, man. You know, I don't like to be that guy, but come on, man. Y'all gotta support, man. Come on, man. But I'll say this. The thing that's so funny about this whole conversation is Zion Williams is only 25 years old. And he got 3 kids. Okay, cool. Is it ideal? Probably not. But a lot of guys like to learn from making mistakes. He might do like Kenya Martin, have a few kids that wasn't, with his wife and change and do better. But you got to remember, $2,600 is nothing to a man who got 200 million in the bank. You gotta remember his contract's guaranteed cash, baby. He cashing checks having sex at the gate. So it's like we gotta be honest. What's $2,600 to him?
Nothing.
$2,600 is like the same thing. If I got 1,000, I give you 10. That's nothing.
Why we ain't heard nobody say nothing. Anthony Edwards one of my favorite players. The man got 4 kids in a year by 4 different women. Ain't nobody say nothing about it.
Because he that nigga that play with the Legos. He seemed like somebody that we know. And it's because he's cooler than Zion. So they don't talk about it. I mean, Ant-Man is a super simp himself. He just say it a different way.
Yeah.
That's some guys that look like that. Look at going Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, every time he turn around, he got a baby popping out. That man got like 13, 14 kids.
Yeah. So does that NBA young boy. He got a
whole basketball team.
He got an AAU team, dog. You heard?
Think about this. Let me put this in perspective. NBA young boy and Zion Williams are the same age.
Wow.
NBA young boy has a disease that you can't get rid of, and it ain't stopping no girl from having his kids.
Huh?
This is something that he's rapped about. This is something that everybody knows that he has something that he can't get rid of. You know, we monetize, so we're not gonna say what it is, but
I didn't know that.
These chicks don't care. These chicks don't care.
No, they really don't.
They don't care. They don't care.
They say the same thing about Usher now. They say the same thing about Usher.
And I say this: the part that's so scary is that for me, a brother that's raising his daughter to be a certain way, I hate to see the world that she's gonna be coming to. I'm raising my daughter to be sweet, kind, helpful, nice, and you just think about some of these young guys we see. These guys, man, are like girl made. You look at a young man in his eyes now, he starts shivering and shaking and moving. A lot of these young dudes is like they done been around mama and grandma so long. When they get around a man, they get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that we're not speaking about. And I didn't think this conversation would go that way, but our young boys are suffering, man. Our young boys want to dance like the girls. I see young boys wearing them bonnets like the chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Or I see a young boy wearing stars on his. I seen a young dude, and I shouldn't have said it. I didn't mean to say it like that. I said, man, I looked at him and said, you a goofball. This dude had like stars on his face. I'm getting rid of pimples with these. I said, and I just laughed in his face. I was wrong to laugh in his face like that, but that's the world we live in now, man. You got shout out to my man B3 delivered. He said he delivered a pizza or something to a guy who was in a tent on some BS. We're not gonna talk about what that BS was, but come on, dog.
Right, Sam Ross. That man Zion made $400,000 per game.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck Ross, man, become a channel member, bro. It's only $3.99, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. You balling.
So when you play 82 games in a season, and you making $400,000 a game.
Crazy,
like, man, $2,600 ain't nothing. I get that tomorrow.
I remember a time in the NBA.
Tomorrow, man, I'm getting 100 and I'm getting 200 times that tomorrow. What you mean?
I'm just saying. It's like I get that $2,600 back tomorrow. I'm not worried about $2,600.
That's why these niggas be broke, like B3 said.
I remember, and B3, you can attest to this. When we was kids, in 97, 98, I was 7 to 8 years old. I remember it was a big deal that MJ made $30 million a year. You remember that, B3?
Mm-hmm.
When we was kids, and it was such a big deal that Michael Jordan made $30 million a year. I mean, that's so long ago now. It's like, I think what's happening to us is we started to be like our parents' age, where we seeing things really change for like what we would say is the worst.
Yeah,
like we thought it was bad when niggas was wearing white tees and drooping their pants.
Just think about it, BBO. At that time, when Michael Jordan was getting $32 million a year, he was the highest basketball player in NBA. Mm-hmm. He was only making $32 million.
Champ Ross, crazy.
Now these guys is getting like $400 million contract, $100 and something million contract.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't $32 million ain't nothing. That's a regular basketball player type of money. Somebody that's a starter, but he's not a superstar, but he's a starter. He's making $32 million a year.
And to be honest with you, the NBA, I think, has gotten better. But if you really watch the NBA now, it's not very entertaining. I mean, it's gotten better, but who really want to see dudes just shoot threes? I don't. You said I heard an interview with an NBA player, and their contract, they get the option to get paid after every game, every week, 2 weeks, a month, or just once a year. That's interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, it don't matter how much you make, it's about how much you keep. I mean, so yeah, he might have a $200 million contract, but after taxes, agent fees, whatever the case, y'all see these dudes ain't making the money y'all think. Jeff T got a podcast. These dudes want to do what we doing now because they not that money that they're making, they don't hold it long. Money don't have owners, only spenders, man. A lot of your favorite players is going to be broke in a year. Jeff Teague is a one-time All-Star. Why is he doing a podcast? Does he need some money? Why is Stack 5 and Mark Barnes doing a podcast? Because they need money. So it don't matter about what you make, it's about how much you can keep. Remember, podcasts used to be something for the regular man to do to get into the game. Now you got dudes, we seen Layla Ali, trick Clarissa Shields on her position, and she got like 70,000 subscribers in 48 hours. What we gotta do as fans, we gotta stop like buying into the BS. These dudes ain't got as much as you think. I seen an interview with LeBron James. LeBron said they said I'm worth $1 billion. I don't got none of that. I don't got a fourth for that. That's what LeBron said. You don't got a fourth for that.
He probably got it in assets. That's why.
I'm telling you what the nigga said. I'm telling you what the nigga said.
I know, but LeBron, I'm pretty sure when you tally up all his assets and his funding, it'll add up to $1 billion for sure.
Look at Charlie from the Waiver, Raymond Felton, aka Cookie Monster. Y'all look at Raymond Felton, aka Cookie Monster. Why he doing a podcast? Because he needs money.
Yeah, that was crazy, Champ Ross. I saw that.
Why is Carmelo doing a podcast?
They doing LeBron dirty on Instagram. All of these daggone clips of LeBron just fake falling from getting fouled. I'm sitting there dying laughing. I'm like,
well, the cameras is on him. And I ask you guys this. Has LeBron been the most scrutinized athlete of all time? What would you say, B3 prize? What would y'all say?
Definitely.
It's looking like it.
What about you, B3 and Dub?
You said LeBron the most scrutinized?
Yeah, he got to be the most scrutinized athlete ever. What would you say?
Dang, ever? To be unscathed, yeah. I mean, I know we got some allegations now that your boy Puff is he's out here and he's in the with all his parties and whatnot. But outside of that, I'm gonna say this: LeBron James to be a family man, to be with his wife, to not have no kids out of wedlock that we know of, to be building up his family as far as his sons and his daughter and having them be honorable and stand up children. It's really nothing bad to say about LeBron. LeBron kind of held it down for the NBA for 20 years at this point. So to even criticize him is you just look like a hater.
I like I said, I've been watching these daggone videos and I'm looking at these videos. I'm like, man, I never really paid attention to it, but when they go back and show it and show that LeBron don't be getting fouled, he just be faking. I be dying. I be like, God, LeBron, they doing you dirty out here, man. You gotta clean it up.
Let me ask you this, Doug. Now, I grew up in Akron too. Most Akron niggas do what LeBron has done. All of us get married young. All of us get us a chick that we can trust and get married to her. LeBron's done that. It's rare. Some guys, it's rare have kids, with their wife before they have kids before, but it's not really always like that. But I would think LeBron would be celebrated. He with the same girl he been with when he was broken and raggedy. And he a Spring Hill nigga. So being from Spring Hill, think of the dirtiest, stinkiest projects in your city times 2. And that's Spring Hill. That's where he grew up with. He grew up with roaches in his mouth. I mean, what are we talking about? What else can LeBron do? LeBron's been flawless to me. Go ahead.
The one thing, and ain't nobody flawless, right? But the one thing we have to give LeBron credit for is he's done a hell of a job of maintaining a great image while performing at the highest level in the conversation of being the greatest basketball player ever. I mean, and I guess I think B3 says something with the Diddy. I don't know what LeBron got to do with Diddy. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about it. I think the man done been pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He done raised the family. You know what I'm saying? His kids. He done played on the same NBA team as his son. He got another son right now who is looking pathetic for Bryce. I say that respectfully in Arizona, but that's a whole nother story. But you got one.
He's not good, Daryl.
But overall, we didn't know what happened with Jordan's sons. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really know. We knew one had goggles. They played somewhere for a day, and then we don't know what's going on with him now. LeBron, he done did it the right way, and so I think he don't deserve nothing but credit. I don't think he's the best player of all time, but he deserves all the credit in the world for his character that he's shown. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what happened behind the scenes, but the character that he's shown is being upstanding character. He flopped, man. My God, the man flops and travels all the damn time, but that's a whole nother story. But overall, man, I can't take nothing from LeBron. Who am I?
Let's do this. Let's do this. Michael Jordan got caught with the white lady with the red hair. Kobe got caught allegedly. Well, he was cleared of it, messing with a mentally disturbed woman. I mean, you haven't heard none of that from LeBron. True, real deal Cleveland nigga. He ain't taking nothing from no women. He's showing respect when he supposed to, and he got him a chick that really love him. What more can you say? You can say he flopped. So Jordan hit niggas in the head with that elbow all the time. Nobody said anything about that. And you couldn't even breathe on Michael Jordan. I know a lot of y'all too young to see Michael Jordan play. I watched him play in 97, 98. A little bit of 96, I was still real little. But I seen Michael Jordan. You couldn't breathe on that nigga without it being a foul.
Nope.
It wasn't no ticky man. Jordan stayed at the line. If Jordan played now, y'all would compare it to how y'all seen James Harden, but worse. Y'all remember when James Harden it's the same thing, but it was worse. Because Jordan was a post player when I watched him. So Jordan come off that pinch post, he hits you with the little shot. Don't hit his arm by accident. Beep. Don't look at him. Beep. They even got videos of saying, I believe you, Michael. Tell me what you want me to do. That's what the ref said to Mike. I believe you, Michael. Tell me what you want me to do. So I mean,
all glazing, Jordan smiling all crazy, looking all goofy.
And what can I say? All the guys my age glazed Jordan because he's that guy for us.
Remember what they called. They called the foul.
I hate him.
And Mike said, "Man, that wasn't no foul." You know, I believe Michael, but they called the foul anyway.
Yeah. Or my favorite, what Mike say? What Mike told Kobe? I got 6 rings. You only got 3. You ain't got You ain't got enough rings to get that call. I get that call all day. I mean, come on, dog. Let's not. I just think dudes got to be realistic.
Did you tell him that the game that Kobe was dropping 60 on him?
Oh, wait, when he got him back and he dropped 60, yeah, Michael Jordan was 100 years old. So.
Hey, listen, you line. Hey, listen, you line up, no excuses.
No, what I'm saying is this, though. Don't forget, Michael Jordan at 100 years old dropped 55 on niggas and dropped 40 on niggas. Don't forget what he did to Paul Pierce. I mean, Kobe had a good game against his idol with his shoes on. So, if you play basketball, I don't care who you are, you're going to get your ass busted. That's one thing you're going to do. I don't care how
when you play any sport at a high level, you're going to get cracked one time, at least.
And definitely in basketball. If you play basketball, this is a funny story. I remember my homeboy, a pretty good ball player. He went to the Y. This nigga like dunked on him and like had it like dang near a back scratcher. Boom! And you know and I don't know if y'all ever played in the YMCAs or anything like that. Niggas don't be dunking like that. And when he dunked on this nigga, I'm talking about he left. He just quit the whole game. He just put his coat on and left.
I remember
I mean,
I don't know
it
what
happens,
I
man.
remember the young boy that was in
BVO
the
stop it.
AAU.
Dudes be dunking
The
in
young boy
Ohio.
that was in the AAU that dunked on LeBron, and they told him that they couldn't put the video out. There was a
Hold
young boy
on.
that dunked on
You
LeBron. They
said,
said you can't put that video out.
oh, y'all know you're
And
talking
it's the
about
same
Crawford.
videos. It's a video of LeBron when he was in high school punishing the NBA niggas, and they won't let that video come out. So what's the difference?
Let me ask you this. Hold on, B3
Mm.
said so. What you say,
Punch
B3? You
salute.
said niggas be dunking all the time in the I don't know what wire
So
24 hour
when I
footage.
was
You would
growing up, listen, I grew up in Greensboro. So we would do so that's where Keenan Allen, Quincy Miller, PJ Harrison.
He dunked out here.
I'm
Uh
not see I'm
I
not
even used to punch. I even used to dunk. But
I'm not talking about one. I'm not talking about one or two punches a game.
3
I mean, I can punch once. I'm talking about like these dudes. But like, you're not gonna see the average man really every shot be a dunk. That's what I'm talking about. Like you will in the
nah, that's a
NBA.
freak. That's a freak.
Niggas be banging like in the league like it's nothing. Nah, it's always the one dude. Even my goofy tail can get a free layup and bang it in. I ain't nothing, dog. I'm talking about really dunking. Like niggas ain't really punching like that in real life. It just don't happen. But like I said, when my dude got punched on, man, he put his coat on and he left. I was like, hey, it is
Man,
what it
I'm
is. But
the one thing you gonna find out of these dudes is athleticism. I
yeah,
don't know what be you talking about right now. That's
I'm
the
about to tell
bare
you, I
minimum.
mean,
These dudes be jump.
you
I free.
go down to Rutgers during the early 2000s and the late 90s.
no.
Them dudes was
I'm talking
dunking. They
about.
wasn't.
I'm talking about when I went to the Y recently, like last week. Niggas be dunking a little bit, but not like that. I mean,
These dudes ain't hooping like that, man. You
Like
already
I
I'm
know
said,
they
a
not.
lot of these
You
dudes,
I'm
a
just
lot
telling
of
you what I've seen. All I can do is tell you what I've seen.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these dudes that's playing at the Y and things like that is because those are the dudes that's serious about their game and they really want to play. You got athletes that really ball like that, but because they don't have the exposure, them dudes went to the streets. They went to the streets. But not like my kids they play at a summer league every year. And them dudes be dunking out there. They be dunking on a regular. They be throwing alley oops and everything. They be dunking on a regular. But
It
a
all
lot of
Hey,
those
depends. It
dudes
all
not
depends
even
where you at, what state you in, and how
I'm gonna keep it a buck. See,
it's all about where you
okay,
at.
I forgot I was talking to world class athletes. My bad. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. In my little section of the world with niggas who like to hoop because they like the competition, like me, I can't guard nobody, but I can score. The guys I've seen, and it's a lot of us that can do that, that can just score really well. And it's a lot of dudes who can come play some defense really well. I'm saying at my age, I'm 35 and older. So you might see a few dudes that's banging and going crazy, but it's not really
oh, you talking about
a
your
everyday
age.
thing.
You talking about your age.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought you
just
were talking about
that's what I
young
said.
dudes.
No,
But
the
you
young people
said
don't
dudes
even
at
come
the
to the
Y.
gym.
So I'm thinking you talking about
The
young
young dude.
people.
What I'm telling you is this: the young dudes don't play at the Y.
Oh,
The most
you
dudes,
talking
the
about
most
your
dudes
age,
that's be
yeah.
playing now. Now you get the high school guys, but you don't. It used to be you would see dudes in their early 20s who would come play some
Oh
ball.
no,
hey,
It ain't
these
you're
the
really like
people.
that no
Hey,
more.
listen, this is it's a I don't know
your
what's
age.
going on with these kids. Listen, but this is where I grew up. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? But I'm not in the gym like that no more.
See?
I grew up playing middle school and high school basketball with Eric Ebron, DJ Reader, David Emerson, Keenan Allen, Maurice Harris, like all those guys made it to the NFL. We was like dunking and doing all that stuff. When we was in like high school, ninth grade, 10th grade. These dudes are the freaks. And that's when PJ Harrison,
Yeah,
these the dudes I had to compete with. Then that was just Greensboro, North Carolina. That's one city.
yeah.
So I don't know. Let's move. I mean,
What I'm
I
saying
would be
is what I'm
shocked that
saying.
these kids is not doing crazy stuff in the gym.
Oh,
That was a
that's what I
suburban
thought
gym.
you were talking about the
I
kid.
know.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The kids that play basketball now are suburban kids.
Good point.
You're telling you, it's not like it used to be because I
No,
still
no,
like to
yeah,
play
no.
sometime.
It's
You
definitely
don't
not
really
like it.
see. I want y'all to go in the summertime and I want y'all to ride through the hood and see how many black, poor kids y'all see playing at the local gym, at the local courts. And these courts is nice now. These outside courts is nice now because I grew up, them courts wasn't nice. They got the chair, they got the benches now, they got cold water, they got a bathroom area. They didn't have that when I was growing up.
I'm
All I'm
gonna be
saying is
honest with
this.
you. I'm gonna be
But
honest with you. I went to a park this past summer, and I was just chilling at the park. I went fishing, and I
yeah,
was with my grandson. No, the basketball court wasn't empty, but it was filled with Mexicans playing soccer on the basketball court.
yeah.
They was playing soccer. These dudes playing soccer on the basketball court.
They be
What is
doing
this
that on
nonsense?
Anywhere,
North Carolina too,
anywhere and
free.
everywhere.
Like, what
Salute,
is
salute,
dudes
champ,
playing
salute. Yeah, any and
And
everywhere.
y'all proving my point. My point is y'all thinking about y'all bought like as bad as that dude they got that 2005 time machine. Y'all remember when we was little playing like that, when the courts would be full, it'd be so many niggas out there. You think you're a Planet H movie, it'd be so many niggas out there trying to play. I mean, it'd be niggas begging their mom or grandma or dad to stay so they can get a run. Because they had to wait 2-3 hours to get on the court. Those days are gone, dog. I remember they used to have the lights on at night. I'm like, I mean, as a youngster in high school or in my early 20s, it was so much fun to play under the lights, man. Niggas get off
Yeah,
work.
that was
We
the best
snatching
time
that
to
we
play
snatching
at
that
night.
uniform off and niggas was playing at night. We thought we was the stuff, man.
Yeah,
And
that was the best time to play on the court at night.
we got jobs so we can get a whole ice chest of Gatorade. We up there drinking the Gatorade playing like we just got signed. These kids don't do that no more. These kids want to
These kids is
scam. These kids
lazy.
want to play PS5, be on
Foosball.
TikTok.
Yeah.
If I see another young boy doing a TikTok, now I'm gonna just kick him right in the tail.
They
I'm
want
gonna
to
just
do.
get
They
out
want
my
to
car.
gyrate they hips
I'm gonna
on
get out my
TikTok.
car and I'm gonna kick you right in the tail because that's all you see now. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man, and this is a cool conversation because we're seeing the decline of the real man in America. Think about dudes who talk about like politics. They be showing you black chicks like they want to show you Jasmine Crockett. They want to show you that type of stuff. They don't show you those strong black men doing that. They want to show you a black woman who should be, get my plate or something. You know what I mean? That's what. Come on, dog. It's a different world we live in. We gotta accept what it is. You can't accept. You can't make it what you want it to be. It's exactly what it is. But let me ask you guys this: since you're here, Coach, let me ask you this: do you see the decline of children playing outside as a good thing or a bad thing?
It's horrible. It's never a good thing to see kids not play outside. Uh, Number one, the health factor. Number two, the human interaction point. These kids, let me tell you something. Kids do text messaging and video game life so much.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but I be seeing kids that's not retarded seem like they retarded because they
yeah,
don't know how to interact with humans. They only
yeah,
can interact with the machine. So anytime you can, force kids, and it's sad to say you got to force them, go outside, interact with the world. That's a sad thing that we lost that, uh, but that's part of the design of the system. The system was designed to take anything positive that black people were progressing in and make it a negative. Why do you think, like I told you before, BVO, I know coaches that tell me on a regular basis, I only recruit from two areas, the poorest and the richest, because the middle class are the worst.
right.
That's a fact. They too rich to be poor and too poor to get rich.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I ask you this, B3 and Dub and everybody. I ask y'all this: when y'all see kids not playing outside, does it shock you that these kids have like kind of lost the ability to really like have fun? Like, I'll give you an example. And shout out to my wife. This is not me. Shout out to my wife, and I should be better with this, but my wife has done such a good job with my daughter. Where she goes out, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. We went to the zoo, y'all, and my daughter bought a notepad and paper, and she was trying to draw the animals. I was like, what? She was trying to draw the animals like she was a 90s kid like me. Not trying to be on no tablet, not trying to be on no phone. This little girl wanted to draw the animals she seen. And for me, maybe I'm a cornball, maybe because it's my baby girl that did that, but I just thought that was so cool that she went to the doggone zoo and wanted to draw the animals. You know what I mean? Have y'all even heard stuff like that? These kids on their tablet. But because she don't have it like that, she comes off like a regular kid. What you guys say to that? Open
I only
panel.
let my daughter have her tablet when she at the crib. When we finna slide like to the zoo, you're
Mm-hmm.
not bringing that. Now my bigger daughter a little different. She got her phone and she just chopping away on the iPhone. But
Yeah.
my little one seemed like she got it. The big one is kind of in between new kids and and all of that. But
Yeah.
you right. My daughter was having such a phone withdrawal. This one I knew was a problem. I'm all the way in Disney World. And I'm looking at my daughter like, yo, what's wrong, Shorty? You not happy? She said, yeah, I just want my phone. What? Well, I went off.
Yeah.
I
Now,
went off.
I don't find it shocking.
I
that
find
the
something
kids
interesting
have
that you said, BVO, that I don't think that, and maybe it's where you at, but like today, my son, he go outside every day. And today, you know what I'm saying, he making whatever, and him and his friends, they all outside, they on the trampoline. Yeah, it got to a point I'm like, hold on, you can't have 5 folks on the damn trampoline. It's a weight restriction. So let's keep it 3 at a time. You know what I'm saying? I can't have kids going home to their parents hurt because my insurance, you ain't on my insurance, so y'all gonna have to pay for this. But they outside playing all the time. And it's interesting to hear how y'all be like, man, kids ain't going outside. Man, every day it's the routine. My son, he knows. He get home, he ride the bus, you know what I'm saying? He get home by 4:22, something like that. Do your homework. Make sure you get your homework done. You get your homework done, I'm gonna have something to eat for you anyway. And then after that, about 4:45, he off to the races, him and his partners. You know what I'm saying? They roam the neighborhood together. Go across the street to the other neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They outdoors. You know what I'm saying? I love that. And so it's interesting to hear how y'all say kids ain't outside as much, but I think that's more the country element as well.
See, I don't know if it's that. When I was little like that, I was everywhere. I walked around because I was a latchkey kid. You know, my grandma would get off work or she'd be doing something, I'm gone. Or the times it's kind of funny to say this. When I would go with my mom, it was like my mom would be babysitting me while my grandma had to do something. And I'd be all over, walking all over. I just think kids, there's like a safety element now. Like you can't even let a kid walk to the store.
Yeah.
Like my daughter don't walk home. She first grade. I was walking home in first grade. She ain't walking home. Oh yeah, my bad, Free.
No. I'm about to say I was the same way. Like when I was a kid, me and my brother and my sister, when we would go outside, we was everywhere. I mean, I would walk. I remember it was one time me, my brother, and a couple of my cousins. We walked like 10 miles. We walked like 10 miles, and kids nowadays they don't walk nowhere, or they don't try to do anything. But
and grown folk weren't worried about either. They weren't worried. You outside,
No.
boom, go.
They wasn't worried. But see, like nowadays, I'm not surprised that the kids are not out at the playground, not out in the neighborhood playing and stuff like that because there's so much violence going on nowadays. These dudes have no care in the world. They just let their things go, and they don't care who outside. And I was telling Clarence this earlier when we was on the live. I remember looking at old videos of the 1980s when we had block parties. You had the girls outside jumping double dutch. The boys was outside playing throwback football and things like that. You don't get none of that now. None of that. You'd be lucky to see a block party. If you see a block party, you be like, man, what's going on down there? But back in the day, block parties would happen all the time. Pots would be filled with cookouts and stuff like that. That happens all the time out here in DC in the 80s and the early 90s. You don't get none of that now. If you get that now, everybody's looking out, making sure ain't nobody riding down the street.
You know what's funny about that? And I'm gonna be real. Now what you got is more 2-parent households. And let's just be real, a lot of us are overprotective now. It's just what it is. Like we live in a good little neighborhood. My daughter's in first grade. She's 6. She should be able to, if she want to walk home, she literally is around the corner from her school, literally around the corner. She walk up one street, she walk up down my street, and she goes straight down and make a left. She at school, but I doubt she'll walk home. It's just different, man. Like we used to catch the free bus. We used to niggas would catch the free bus. Hey, coach, niggas would catch the free bus just to go throw hands because the free bus will let you out right behind. It used to be something called a Dairy Mart, and it used to be a place called Two Live Music. And you go outside there and it be nothing but grass, and niggas be throwing hands like we in a fight club. I can't remember that movie. I think it was called Fight Club with Brad Pitt. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Yeah, I saw.
And niggas was like, and niggas would get out there, man. We get out there, and we just throw hands like we in a fight club. Like if you did that now, they would say we was assaulting each other.
Like my grandkids bus driver, they don't let my grandkids off the bus unless either me, my daughter, or my wife is out there to pick them up. They won't let them off the bus. They'll take them back to the school, and we gotta go to the school and pick them up. They ain't letting them off the bus. The parents gotta be outside for them kids to get off the bus. But nowadays, kids are getting snatched up. I'll be a little nervous to let my kids walk home by themselves. I'll be a little nervous. Kids getting snatched
B3,
up.
was it like that for you?
It wasn't like that for me because
okay.
back in the days, like whenever I went to school or I came home from school, we was always in a group. You very seldom see a kid walking by themselves. It was always a group of kids. Nowadays, you can see kids. If you see a kid outside going somewhere, he's usually by himself or she's usually by herself. When I was a kid, it was groups of kids. Like it'd be like 10, 15 kids at one time. We all going to the store together. We all going to the basketball court together. We all going to the mall together. It was never one person going by themselves. It was always a group. But nowadays, these kids are so isolate. They isolate
They
themselves from everybody
recluses.
else.
Hey, Coach B3, Doug, you be having like a kid 21 with a car, and that nigga want to sit on Call of Duty and not be at the bar playing pool. You be like, what happened to being a young nigga at the bar playing pool? Niggas don't even do that, man. Like, I can't imagine being a 21-year-old nigga with a fresh haircut in a car, and I'm not somewhere playing pool with a brew in my hand.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was 21 years old, you would never catch me in the house. When I was 21 years old, I was always out. I was never in the house. If I was in the house, it's because I was changing my clothes or I was going to sleep. That's the only time I was in the house.
I used to get me an inch of weed. That's what this BBO called. I would smoke me an inch of weed. I'm done. I'm gonna get the rest away, and I'm about to have some fun. So I don't know. Go ahead, B3. My bad.
Hey, listen, it's dangerous, especially with the shorties that's moving around right now.
Yeah,
you got to be extremely careful. And hanging out is cool, but that come with risks. But I say this: a lot of times they say a lot of people, really, it costs money to be outside. Talking about why people ain't doing this, that, and the third. Man, people spending a lot of money on youth sports. People got bills. Bills is high. So a lot of people, they really just do stuff with their family, and if their bread is long, they extended family, right?
That ain't the case, B3, because you do DoorDash, man. Sometimes if a nigga got DoorDash money, they got money to hang out because DoorDash is expensive. It's niggas who get all 3 meals from DoorDash. It's niggas who use Instacart for, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Listen, if you
don't
smart,
give me that, man.
And listen, you going out, when you hanging out with your guys, that's the only time you really going out. Outside of that, most of us is with our shorty, man. So it's better, it's smarter to be that way because it's a lot of envy and hatred A lot of these guys and ladies, they don't have God in them. So
Yeah.
so you see a lot of people, they'll manipulate a system to get money out of guy. Uh, you know, it's just unfortunate that this is what's going on. So yeah, you gotta be really careful when you're moving around.
What you think about it, Coach? Because I would say when I meet your youngest son, Jaleel, you can say he seemed like a kid I would have grew up with. How did you get him to kind of be that way and not be a recluse like a lot of the kids his age?
My kids went outside. My kids was outside. Yeah, my kids was outside. They ain't really stay in the house. We was doing four wheeling. We was going places. My kids played sports. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I hear what the brothers are saying,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be honest with you. The average young nigga nowadays, he's a girlfriend. He's a girlfriend. And let me explain what I'm saying when I say that.
Yeah.
These niggas live at their girl house. These niggas drive their girl car. These niggas ain't got no hustle about them. They ain't got no job. So they can't be outside. Nigga, they gotta do what she say do. That's why you see them together. They not, let me tell you something. They don't fuck with her, they stuck with her. That nigga don't have nowhere else to go. If you take away these young girls, these niggas is homeless or they living with their mama. These niggas ain't got shit. Tell me how many young niggas you see with a new car. Tell me how many young niggas you see got their own apartment. None. They done fucked up. They done fucked up. But they happy with that. They happy with that. Long as they can drink and smoke, they good to go. I never seen so many young begging motherfuckers in my life than I see today. Young able-bodied niggas is begging. I don't really sugarcoat nothing because I don't sugarcoat it to my kids. I'll be the first to tell you. I told my daughters, man, you find a good white boy, marry that nigga, because these niggas ain't shit. I don't cover it up. I see all these cool. I see all these cool ass niggas. I see all these cool ass niggas. See them after high school if they graduate or when they drop out a year after. Niggas ain't got no teeth in their mouth. These niggas' clothes stink. All of them got dreadlocks and all they dreadlocks smell like weed and shit. These ain't no desirable niggas. I mean, I'm asking y'all dudes on here, just keep it a bean. Just keep it a bean. If you got a young daughter and you raise her right and she get her education, she ain't got no babies, and she doing pretty good for her life, what do you want her to marry? A black man just because he black, or a white motherfucker that's doing the same shit she doing and got the same type of lifestyle she got? Just be honest.
You want to date the best guy. I mean, that's just a fact.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Be honest. Stop avoiding a goddamn answer. You want her to marry the white nigga. You did not, let me tell you something. You did not raise
say that,
your daughter.
You can't say that, man.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You did not, you did not raise your daughter so that she could go out here and get a nigga that live off of her, drop her to work, ride her car around, got weed smell in it, and had kids with this nigga.
No, you're right.
So
I'll give you that.
So if you didn't raise her to be that, you gotta get off this my kind. My kind ain't worth a fuck, man. You better tell her seek the best life. That's what's wrong with these niggas. You raise your daughter like a princess, but then you tell her go out here and get a pauper. I told my daughter stay at home, champ. If that's the best you can do, stay home till you can do better. I tell my sons the same shit. If you
don't think it's a young Bernard out there that they can meet? I hope it's a young BBO out there they can meet.
Man, if look at BBO, Your daughter, I like your wife. You got a great daughter.
Yeah.
If your daughter meet a young Bernard or a young BVO, shoot them niggas. And if you can't do it, then call me. I'm already fucked up. Just call me. I get them. Cause I don't want to see her fucked up. I don't want to see her. I told my daughters, if you bring a nigga home like me, don't bring him home. Don't bring that nigga home. Nah, don't bring that nigga home. I don't want that shit. I mean, the first thing you gotta recognize is the problem. I was the problem on the street before when I was young because I was doing all the wrong shit. Now these youngers ain't doing shit. That's not why I raised mine. I tell my sons, if you got a girl you dating and she got babies, just don't bring her over my house. Date her until you done with her, and then hey, step off. Not trying to be funny or nothing, but if you ain't got no babies, why you gonna saddle yourself with another motherfucker's headache? There's no legacy for you in raising another nigga's kid. What do you gain out of that? You don't gain shit out of that. You gain nothing. You raise a motherfucker's kid, and I'm not the nigga who downing people who do that. Trust me, I don't. But for the average motherfucker, if you made it out the war, because you gotta realize we living in a war. For black people, it's a war. If you made it through the war and your kid ain't got no babies, got an education, and got a respectable name, you ought to be picky. You ought to be picky. You ought to be picky. Your daughter ain't got no babies. Why the fuck you want her to marry a nigga with 5 kids? If your son ain't got no babies, fuck you want him to marry a girl with 5 kids? Every time you go to breakfast, it look like you at the United Nations. Everybody look different and they all got a different last name. Like the fucking UN. Nah. And at the end of the day, if you and her break up, you gonna find out they ain't fuck with you. I raised your ass for 20 years, sent you to college. Think you ain't my motherfucking father. My mother divorced you. Well, look what happened. Look what happened. You did. I ain't mad at the kids. I'm saying you did that to yourself. You did it to yourself. Jaleel don't got no kids. I tell him find somebody with no kids. My son Rob don't got no kids. Find somebody with no kids. If I can't say nothing else, they listen to that part of what I say. If they dating a decent woman, she ain't using no drugs, she ain't no alcoholic. Every nigga y'all bump into, she don't already know him. Oh man, you got a diamond. And don't let her have some education. She got some education. Oh shit, nigga, you better marry her for another nigga. Man, what? You got a fucking stallion in a field full of mules. You don't call a stallion. Fuck that.
Hey, what your brother on the panel got to say?
Coach got me crying. He got me crying over here. He ain't lying.
He's such an old school nigga, but he ain't lying.
He ain't lying. If I had to drop for you, Coach, everything you said was a fact. I ain't got nothing. Bro, you got me crying. I'm in tears. Swear to God, I'm in tears right now.
What you think about that, B3? You still a single cat? You don't have a child just yet. What you think about that, B3?
I agree 100%. That's why all my kids, all my biological kids, they're single. My oldest son, he has a girlfriend, but he really don't. He said he do, he really don't. But the other ones, they all single. He really don't. He really don't.
He really don't.
But all the rest of them are single, and the ones that's not single, their kids are by the ones that they are with. My stepkids, all of their kids are by the person that they are with. So, what Coach is saying, I agree 100%. Is why would you want the worst for your child? You want the best for your child, regardless of what the race or religion is. If that's what's best for your child, that's what you raise your child to have the best. That's what you go out and work for and support your family to make sure your kids have the best. You want them to do better than what you did. You want them to have better than what you have. So if it takes them being with another race for them to have better, and
Yeah.
the dude is not treating them bad, the dude is a good individual, or if it's a female,
Hmm.
the female's a good individual, not treating them bad, not downing them or anything like that, why does it matter what race or religion they are? Why does it matter?
See, I hate to hear, yo, right, but let me ask you this though, Feet. You didn't hear it as a youngster. My grandma used to say all the time, if she can't use a comb, don't bring her home. And what people don't know is if you want a black chick that look exotic, you can get one. Like Miss BBO got
Well,
the cool hair, the hair, the baby hair. She smelled like that Spanish stuff. You can get that in black. I don't think niggas understand it. You can have that in black. Like you can have all that in black, man. Like
now
Hey, let me, hey,
I
BBO,
agree with
let me,
what
oh,
you
go ahead.
said. Now, I
say it
agree with
again.
what you said. A lot of the older folks did say that. A lot of the older folks did say that. But the one thing I never had that in my household. My
Oh,
household,
okay.
it was never. I was never raised like that because my father is Puerto Rican. My mother is Indian and black. My great grandmother is a full blood Indian. So there was no one race in the household. So they couldn't
Oh,
tell
okay.
me, don't come home with somebody outside your race. What is my race? I got multiple races in me. What is my race? I'm Puerto Rican, black, and Indian. What is my race?
That's a good
So
point.
like I don't agree with that. I mean, I've seen now I don't particularly like white women like that. That's not
Yeah.
my cup of tea. But I've seen
Uh-huh.
nice white women. I got cousins that have white wives. I have cousins
Yeah.
that has African wives. I got cousins that got white husbands, and they are
Uh-huh.
there's nothing wrong with them. They perfectly fine. They cool. They roast just like we roast. They do everything just like we do. They cool individuals. So I don't see what the problem is.
What you think about it, B3? We ain't heard from you yet. What you say, B3? Oh, he must have fell on the steps. Go ahead, coach. I
I'm
think
in the building, but coach can go.
Nah,
no, go
you
ahead.
go
No, we
ahead,
gotta
brother.
make you. We gotta make you talk, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, B3. So you don't want to talk to become a black. So look how you do.
The issue is though is well, I'm dealing with a lot. You already know.
Yeah.
Some of these shorties really not bringing much to the table, so they kind of like they got to make sure that they well rounded as well. It's some that's really handling their business, but really what it comes down to, in my opinion, is that are you okay mentally and what I'm saying emotionally? Because right now we dealing with a lot of people that's on antidepressants. They putting all type of medications in their bodies.
Hmm.
So hormones that they done had so many different partners, all that other type of stuff. So you gotta really know who you dealing with because
Do you believe in
um
soul ties? Is that what you saying? You believe in soul ties?
well the research shows that like if you have unprotected sex, that person and or like that stays in within them or the cells or whatever for about 30 days. And if you shoot the club up, I think it's like 6 months before you are fully out of that person.
Hmm.
So you got to really understand that you are kind of but I'm just saying you with that person, so whatever. So however you look at it, right? I just
Right.
said that to say all these life experience kind of develop you, in a way. Like it kind of shapes who you become. So we got to
Yeah.
make sure that's why when we talk to the young guys, we got to make sure that they understand that every decision that you make is important to your future. You got to actually have a goal or actually see a future so you can make sure that you kind of avoid some of these pitfalls that you hear other people talking about or that you see other people dealing with. Like, why would
Yeah.
you want to have to pay $1 million out of your hard-earned money to somebody else's baby moms? That's somebody else's baby moms. She didn't came through and got you pregnant. You didn't got her pregnant, and now she's getting money out of you. So it's just like we gotta really evaluate these situations. These young guys, there's so many shorties. We outnumbered. Men are outnumbered by women, right?
Mhm.
It's so many women out here that these young guys, they should literally just go to college and just talk to women. I would rather them go to school because what they'll do is when you develop them social skills, if you find a
Yeah.
good woman, all they're gonna do is you're gonna have to elevate. Now,
Mhm.
but you're gonna have to find them in good places. You can't be stagnated, stay in the neighborhood, and think you're gonna find these type of women. You have to go. You got to go to school, trade school. You gotta get outside your comfort zone, and that's how you're gonna find. And then that's what these ball players should be doing anyway. They should be dating good women. Some of these shorties that's in college,
Yeah.
developing themselves. So it's about your that's what it comes down to. It's about who you kind of gonna put inside your inner circle. That's very important because if you don't monitor who's on your inner circle, then if you put bad people around you, they're gonna infect you and you're gonna start doing things you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I'll just say this, man. I think that I don't know, maybe I could be wrong in this, but dude, you really I'll just say this, man. If you are honest about what you want in life and realize everything's not gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be times, and I'm gonna just be candid. You're gonna be honest sometimes. You'll have your issues. Like I have my issues with stuff. But if you find somebody that really love you and care about you, man, you gotta rock with them. I mean, because one thing you don't want to do is get older and then no matter what, if you're a decent person and you work hard, you're gonna have some success financially. But some of us kids who grew up poor, we don't understand that. But if you really do the right things in life, you're gonna have some success financially. And the last thing you want to do is be trying to find a partner at that age. Because I'm gonna tell you what, 51 comes a lot faster than people think. Like prime example, I put it in my mind that by 37, I want to have a six pack. Niggas laugh about that now. But when I do it, it's gonna make a lot more sense. Because what I'm understanding is very important is that you gotta put goals in front of yourself because the time's gonna pass no matter what you do. It's just what are you gonna do with that time? And as hard as it is to be married at times because you got a lot of pressure, sometimes you'll think you're doing the right thing and you're not, or you'll think you said the right thing and you didn't, or they grew up different than you, so you might have a different way of playing than they have playing. But when you do get somebody that you really care about, really love, man, it makes this whole life so much sweeter, man. One of my favorite things ever was, it's gonna sound corny, but riding a trolley through the Aruba with my wife was one of my favorite times ever. We were just on the trolley riding, having a good time. And I always treasure those times though. When me and my wife would walk through the projects when I lived in the projects. We walking like we in a doggone movie talking. We just be talking. And we in the projects, man. We talking about dirty diapers, niggas screaming. And we just walking through the projects, talking, having a good time, sitting down, just enjoying each other. And there's nothing better than that when you find someone that you truly love and care about. Because as far as looks and stuff, if you a black guy, you like those girls with the silky hair, with the baby hair that look Spanish, everybody like that. Let's get you a dark one. They look dude, my wife is Dominican and black. She looked
Cut
just
that
like
shit
that.
out.
She got the Ashley Banks and the silky hair stuff. You can have all that, nigga. Just get a black one. That's all I say. If you can.
Man, cut that
Not
shit out.
what
Cut
you
that shit out,
talking
people.
about?
Cut that
What you
bullshit out.
talking about?
Cut
I'm
that
keeping
bullshit out,
it real,
man.
man.
Cut that bullshit out, man. Cut that bullshit
I'm
out.
keeping it
If you
real,
running,
man.
if you run around this motherfucker, and the criteria for a good woman is some fucking baby hair and eyelashes, you are doomed. You are
No, no,
fucking
no. I'm not
doomed.
saying that's the criteria. No, I'm saying for those dudes that want something that's exotic. Because
Well,
everybody
but that
black
mean,
be talking about they
but
want
that mean
something
he
exotic.
fucked up. But that mean he fucked up, and I don't want him.
Oh,
That mean he
okay.
fucked up. That mean he fucked
Okay.
up. I don't want him.
Man, let me tell you something. With my sons, my daughters, or my grandkids, I've never bought or preached condoms. I preach abstinence. If you ain't ready to marry this broad, what you laying with her for? I tell people all the time, experience is like buying a car, and I prove people are liars when I ask them this. You say go to college, live life, get experiences, then find out who you want to be with. Now I ask them this question. If you go to a car lot and they got a brand new Benz with no mileage on it, and they're gonna sell it to you for $50,000, and they got a 3-year-old Benz, a lot of mileage, but the motherfucker got 40,000 miles on it, but it had all the routine maintenance done at the Benz dealer, and they'll give you the same car for $50,000. Which one you gonna buy?
The certified pre-owned. That's the one.
See how you lie to yourself? You gonna lie to yourself.
Hold on. Whoa. Did you really say the certified pre-owned? Did you just say that?
I told you he lying to himself. I said, I said it again.
I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Then go ahead.
Okay, listen. You got a Mercedes, brand new, right, and $50,000, top of the line. Or you can get the 3-year-old Mercedes, same car, 3 years older, got 40,000 miles, but the people who had it before, they took all the maintenance at the dealership, and they'll give you that one for $50,000. Which one you gonna buy?
Oh, you gonna get the brand new? Okay, I misunderstood that. My bad.
Why are you gonna get the brand new one? Grandma ain't get the box. Why you gonna get the brand new
fresh one?
Okay, so if your logic say get the fresh one, even though the other one was a certified pre-owned, no issues, been serviced, you don't want that one because everybody drove it. There's something beautiful about being the first nigga with something. So now go back and equate that to I want my kids to go get experiences, date different people, see what life is like, just settle down because you know you love them. You didn't have to drive the new car to know you loved it over the used one.
That's a fact.
You didn't have to drive that motherfucker. You knew it was brand new. So once again, equating it to relationships, why would you not go into a relationship where both of y'all in a perfect world is brand new? Both of y'all brand new. Every experience you have is together and it's brand new. That's a fact. When she say I'm pregnant, both of y'all excited.
Right.
Both of y'all. If the nigga got a baby, he like, damn, I got another bill. If the girl got a baby, why you ain't tell me you was pregnant? Boy, this is my second baby. None of that shit mean nothing. You want to experience that with somebody who's having it for the first time as you. The most irritating thing that happens to niggas, they pick up a bitch with good hair and her baby hairs is down. But guess what? Every time she goes somewhere, she knows some niggas. She knows some niggas because they was looking for the same thing and they all got experience. That is not what the fuck a nigga want. And because I knew that from me doing stupid shit, I made sure I never preached that to my kids. Because every time I talk to people and they tell me something about experience, and then I don't know which one, and then I share with them why experience doesn't make sense by putting it with the car, they always agree with me. I want the new car. You didn't have to experience the used car in order to know I want the new car. And it's the same answer. Because nobody's touched it. Nobody's touched it. That's what you want. That's what you want out of life. So if that ain't what you preaching to your kid and you preaching get experience, if you ask a young person or old person, one male, one female, what's good dick and what's good pussy? Only people that can tell you that is people who has a lot of fucking experience. They the only ones that can tell you that. They got a lot of fucking experience. But if you got a motherfucker that got no experience, the first person they with is the greatest pussy or dick they ever had. I want that person. That's the person I want. Let me tell you something. When that uterus, that womb get framed out, don't be mad if your window don't fit. Don't be mad if your window don't fit. If that, understand it. If that uterus and womb get framed out, don't get mad if your window don't fit in the frame. And if your window don't fit in the frame, that means it's a lot of room for a new motherfucking wind to get through. only niggas that worry about their girl stepping out is the ones that got a woman who has a lot of experience. She know what she like. She know what she don't like. Ain't nobody worry about that woman if you the only person that been with her. She can go to the club with her friends, have a great time, because she ain't looking. A motherfucker who been in the field, they always know that there is a field to go in.
Damn. I got to give you your credit, Coach. You always come drop something. What you think about that B3 and Doug? What y'all think about that? I think my man B3 fell off. But you know what I'll say though, Coach? That's why it's good to have these conversations, man, because it's super important, man, to understand that everything really is a learning experience, man. Hold on one second. But everything's a learning experience, and it's just important. Super my man Bentley. He said I'm unsubscribing to BBL to the Canes win it all. He a wild boy. What you think about all this, B3? Coach just dropping some knowledge on us tonight. What you think?
Yeah, Coach was just cooking. Coach,
You know what's funny though, B3? I hate to say it, but my grandma was trying to raise me like that. If that make any sense, man.
Yeah.
My grandma used to say that all the time. What you in the rush for, man? You gonna meet the right woman. You gonna be, man. Shout out to Coach for bringing back the old school.
See, now that I'm back out on social media, a lot of people be hitting me up. I'm talking to a lot of young guys, and they're not understanding that all they should be doing is focusing on themselves, man, and developing themselves and really following their dreams, because they're young enough to do whatever they want to do. And it's all about having that goals.
Yeah.
And so that's why I be preaching to these young guys to read and write. I got some that tell me that they struggle in math. They 17, 18 years old. And those are the tools they're gonna need to make it to 30, respectfully, right? Because if you can't comprehend, and you don't read, or you cannot read, it's no way that you're gonna have a healthy long life. So it's not even possible, because you're gonna do things that you're gonna get tricked out of your position, essentially, just based on not developing those skills. So that's a big thing, man. And you will put yourself in a dependent state if you're not developing your mental and developing just on an all-around basis. So, but yeah, I was just I'm over here, counseling and whatnot. But yeah.
Let me ask you this: when you meet somebody that's having a hard time, count, being able to do basic math and stuff, what's your advice to them on that? I be thinking niggas should just go get their GED. Worst case scenario, what you think?
That's one route. It depends on their age, if they still have time, if they're still in high school, they need to have a tutor. They need to have somebody that's just sitting there with them and helping them develop in those areas. So they need one-on-one time. You can't, and then of course they need but it has to be repetitive. It has to be something that you do every day. Yeah, you can't just do it once here and once there. You have to do it every day. So that way it's kind of becomes second nature to you.
Yeah, I'll just say this. It just, to me, man, I just think it's so sad how so many people don't be having basic life skills, dog. And like I remember growing up, especially growing up in the neighborhood, you meet so many niggas that can barely count, man, and barely read. Like I'm talking about niggas. I knew some niggas who was kind of silent out their words still in high school. And like when you roast them about it, they get mad that you laughing because they can't read. And it's like, I don't know. It's rough out here, coach. I don't know. It's got a lot of black dudes seem like they doomed, coach. You ever feel that way? I really feel like that sometimes. Like these young niggas is doomed, man.
They doomed because the way that the community thinks, bruh. You got to change the way the community thinks. Do you understand that we are the only people who have baby showers for a 14-year-old girl? That's some wild shit. Every other culture be asking a girl, what are you doing? You throwing your life away? We have a fucking baby shower. We are so fucking ass backwards. It's not funny. And we don't see us as being ass backwards.
Man,
we don't see
you
it.
Right. You're right about that, coach.
We are the only motherfuckers that throw baby showers for 14-year-olds. Do you understand why we go all out for a nigga graduating out to 6th grade? Do you understand why we go all out for a nigga graduating out to 6th grade? Because realistically, that's probably the last graduation he'll go to. Not because he's gonna die, but because he's not gonna take education that seriously, and nobody else in his family's gonna take it that seriously. There is no such thing as a bad kid. There is no such thing as a lazy kid. It's just lazy parents or parents who should not be parents. At 14, she shouldn't be a mother. Do you understand that the age of grandmothers have dropped by 30 years since I was a kid?
Yeah.
The age of a grandmother is damn near 31 now.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Guess what?
You said it.
Guess what? As the average big city country spot, their average age of motherhood is becoming 14. That means that motherfucker, if that trend keeps going, the next age of grandma is going to be 28.
Yeah.
So once again, when I hear shit other than abstinence, I get scared. I get scared because that's what's fucking our community up. We giving out condoms to kids who can't read. We building motherfucking high schools with daycare centers in them. We do everything after the scar is on your knee. How about teaching them to ride the bike properly before they get scarred up? What about doing that? Niggas got babies, but niggas got babies and no baby names before they have goals for their fucking life. When I have my baby gonna be named this. These are clothes I'm put on my baby. She said that when she was 7. What in the fuck are we talking about? You got little girls wearing halter tops and high heels. Why in the fuck is that cute? All we doing is putting the same mindset and we just putting it in them younger. Your mom and dad got a couple of dollars. Talking about the best outfit they could buy you was a halter top with some tight jeans and some little baby heels. She looked like a little version of her mother.
Dang.
I don't see why people buy that shit for toys.
Well, you know how to take the air out of the room with that stuff.
That's not a toy. High heels, babies that pee, all that shit is emotionally and mentally programming them to be mothers at very young ages. Why would you want to do that? I ain't seen nobody buy their son a briefcase and say, I'm preparing you to be a father at 14.
You know what I think though? And you can tell me if I'm wrong, B3 coach. I think that these young girls, in order they can get a baby, they can get an apartment from the state. So they can get their own place pretty easy. It's hard for a young man to get his own place. I mean, he got to actually go out there, get a job, have a little credit. I mean, I don't know, man. All a girl got to do is have a baby.
I'm still.
I mean, BVO,
Yes.
you still going before the problem. You still attacking causes without going to the problem. She wasn't 14 saying she wanted a free apartment. She was 14 saying she wanted a baby. Let's go to that first. Why in the fuck is that okay? Once again, you're not buying your son a briefcase and getting him a fake want ads from the papers, but you buying her the doll baby. You buying her the one that pee. You buying her the lifelike doll baby. You buying her the one that. What's wrong with buying her a fucking computer and a physics book and say be a scientist?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I never
thought
did
of
that shit. But you said, man, that new doll baby, she got cost me $90, but that baby pee, that baby grow hair. You can cut it off and it grow back. You out here buying you buying baby accessories. Man, I had to get a packet of fake baby Pampers. I got clothes for the baby. All right, and then when you get mad when the nigga say, "Hey, when is she gonna deliver? Did you get a fake pregnancy?" Because that's what you setting up. That's what you're setting up. You're condoning the shit. Why you at it? Why you don't get your son some fake beer and some fake weed so he can practice smoking and drinking? Yeah, these are the things that don't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you call it a toy. That's called motherfucking brainwashing. That shit. I always thought that shit should be considered child abuse.
You know what's so funny? I remember my daughter used to have this little apron. I used to let her put it on her, and my wife said, "Stop putting the apron on that shirt." It used to be so cute. She'd be in there trying to cook something, man. I'd be sitting there watching her wear a little apron on. She don't be doing nothing but helping me wash the dishes. But you're right. You do got to watch what you give your children because that give them the wrong idea. That's a fact. To my man T Hill. Dang. I ain't gonna lie, Cole.
We gotta think bigger than that, man. We gotta think bigger. You know, I love to hear three talk about the things they want to do, helping motherfuckers. How about instead of buying that bullshit, get a goddamn Forbes magazine, teach them what the women who have succeeded are doing with the young men. They actually make a Black Enterprise magazine issue every year. They call them the I want to say it's called the Next Up Under 40. They show you the top next executives that are Black under 40. Mm-hmm. When did you think that girl, if that girl is a top executive under 40, at what age did she get her first doll baby? Never.
Yeah.
Never. That's what age she got it. Because if she's already a top executive under 40, then she already has navigated through college. She's in the workforce and she's already been recognized. That's what I'm talking about. Niggas always get on boxing and talk about we here to build legacy. And they ain't doing shit to build legacy. How about really build it? How about teach your son the way you have legacy is to have your own family. The best thing niggas could do for other niggas is not be broke. That's the best fucking thing we could ever do. Because we got to show them somebody is succeeding. Somebody's succeeding. You cannot build legacy with 10 baby mamas and 13 kids. You built a big ass group of kids, but you can't properly father 13 kids with 9 women. Tell me which kid is getting the best version of you. And let's say you said, I found that one with kid number 13, and you stayed with his mama, and you with them every day. Which one of the 13 kids is getting the best out of life? Because ain't but one getting a good life. One. That's the one that has both parents, and he saw the consistency of a family. The other 12 just like, hey, that's my brother.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. You know, that's the stuff. You know, I'll be honest. When I was younger, I didn't think of that stuff. I'll be honest. I didn't think of that stuff. I never thought of that stuff. I just wanted to, you know, it's gonna sound crazy. I used to watch the Cosby Show and say, I want to get me a good wife that I can build a life with. You know what I mean? And have some fun. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how I used to look at it.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. Somewhere the reinforcement slip. Somewhere we got to remember that it has to have a reinforcement. You can't rely on a 30-minute show once a week to make you reinforce that you don't want to have 5 babies with 5 broads. I have multiple kids with multiple women, but guess what? If I could go back and do it, I wouldn't. So if I tell my kids anything other than that, I'm just keeping the same fucking cycle going.
Yeah. So you think abstinence works better? Because I think I agree with that. There's nothing
that works better than abstinence. There's nothing that works better than that. If you dating somebody and both of y'all spend a year talking to each other on the phone every day, she live in San Diego, you live in motherfucking goddamn Philadelphia. You will know more. You will know more about her than the couple that see each other every day and they fucking. Because you got to get to know that person. If you don't want to talk to her after 3 months, then she's not the one. But if y'all fucking sucking and everything else, you extended 3 months into a year. And the only thing you got out of it when y'all realized you weren't right was a fucking baby and a headache for each other. That's all you got out of it. Abstinence is the only thing that works. Nothing else works. If you want a new car, go to the Rolls Royce dealer. I want you to do this, BVO. Go to the Rolls Royce dealer and tell the man, I can't afford one, but I just want to sit in a brand new Rolls Royce. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna take your black ass outside to a used one and be nice enough to let you sit in that motherfucker. He's not letting you sit in a new one because it ain't no need in your rusty ass jeans fucking up a new seat and you can't afford it.
You absolutely right, though.
If you start teach your daughter that she is a Rolls Royce. Teach your son that he is a Rolls Royce. You don't let everybody sit in your Rolls Royce with rusty ass jeans on. You don't do it.
Hey,
that's real shit. But you care more about your Rolls Royce than you do your daughter if you telling her to go get experience. And I proved it to you tonight when I asked you which car you want. The one that nobody's ever driven or the one that everybody is driven but they kept up the routine maintenance?
Yeah, that's a great point, man. What you think
so
about
this? What the fuck I'm gonna tell my daughter go get the experience for? Get the fuck on.
You're not gonna tell her that. What you think about that, V3? Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, Coach, man. That's why I love having you on here, bro, because you really be dropping some real knowledge on us, man. Because I think, and maybe it's wrong of me to say, even without doing it on purpose, I think sometimes even myself reiterate some of that ghetto hood stuff, and I kind of do that Stringle Bell stuff. Like, I gotta remember, like I gotta tell myself all the time, leave your daughter alone. She can talk like she's talking. You don't have to call her a valley girl or be a jerk. You know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I gotta learn how to do better with that, man. I don't know. It's wild, man. But That's what we got to do, man. We got to have these real conversations, man. Shout out to Coach Hackett, man, as always, dropping knowledge on us, man. Shout out to my. Go ahead. I thought you
No,
about to say
I was
something.
just saying. I think it's good that you do this because even though this is a boxing show, you got some young kids that don't have direction but have talent that may be listening to your show, and you may be the only buffer that he has to why I don't feel bad when my friends tease me about keeping my head on and being a boxer instead of running around here with 10 girls because I'm popular.
You know what's funny, man? I remember, you know how we were just talking about how, like, when you were a kid, you looking up to like a TV show. There was an episode on the Cosby Show, and there was like the guy was making all these excuses why he couldn't be successful. He said, "You're Dr. Huxtable, blah blah blah," and Dr. Huxtable said, "No, son, I got mine. The ball's in your court. You got to make it for your family." And you know what I'm realizing more and more? I think we got to realize as men, the ball's in your court. I remember when I got married, my uncle told me, I said, "You got any advice for me, Unc?" He said, "No, nigga." He said, "I had my day. Now it's your turn."
And I'm gonna say this to you as a father.
That was funny. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit as a father.
Yeah.
It's only two groups of people who don't want to have no association with the hoe. That's the parents and the boyfriend.
Yeah.
only two groups that don't want to have no association with her. He don't want to marry her, and they don't want to accept that that's their daughter. So why are you doing the things that create that situation?
Hey, man. Tell you what, you know, and the thing that you're saying that's so profound to me is that I swear I heard it the whole other way. And crazy as it might sound, man, I think what you're saying is the right way. Because, man, you listen to some of these dumb niggas in the hood, man, they had you messed up, man. And a lot of my bad habits I learned is from dumb niggas who did nothing but sit on the porch all day. I know that sounds crazy, but that's who BBO used to look up to as a youngster, was the niggas who sat on the porch all day. And they gave you some words of game and you thought they cared about you. But I used to hear my dad say this all the time. That's not your friend. Y'all just happen to grow up in the same poor neighborhood. Y'all not friends. Stop saying y'all friends. Y'all not friends. Y'all just happen to grow up in the same poor neighborhood. But salute the pops on that, man. On that note, we go on to tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Vacay Bay, Honey Butter, B3, and always, man, we home, man. This is home, man. We always down with the Haggis, man. We can't wait to see Jaleel as he make his way to champion. And we going, y'all. Peace.